Um, yeah, that's probably
Like
actually a little bit lighter. This is like a very yeah, this is a uh,
like
comically blue.
like really terrible tropical drink blue.
Uh huh.
Like
Oh,
the Group A names
Yeah.
on the Discord blue.
I'm not in the Discord.
Mm, yeah, I would say it's
Okay.
probably somewhere between. It's probably a little closer to like the hyperlink blue,
Ah.
but it is
Oh,
still a very. It's blue, and it lets you know.
In other words, a color not found in any natural food.
It's supposed to be blue raspberry, but I know of no raspberries that are that
Yeah,
blue.
raspberries are not blue.
No. But it says in the name.
Yeah.
They lied.
Let me adjust. Let me tweak this overlay real quick. My numbers look a little weird on here. Left. Oh, other way.
that kind of blue on the Discord on the conversation.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
very much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here, let's do this.
Oh,
Uh,
It is that blue.
Oh my god. That's disturbing.
Here, hold on, hold on. Boop.
uh,
I will say that that brings up very terrible memories for me.
that is.
It's
Wow.
blue. Yes, it
Yeah.
is incredibly blue.
I will say this about that. I know the color that drinks that color are when they come back up.
hmm
So
It's usually pretty similar color, yeah.
no, actually it's greener actually.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
Anyway,
let's play some game.
well, we're playing the game. Which blue you
Oh
want to
yeah,
choose?
yeah.
One is the Holy Grail. One is
One is index.
Okay, so picking up from last time, right off the bat, Nate actually is here today. Yay! It's a whole party.
Rusty appears randomly. What did I
Yes.
miss?
Not only has Rusty been traveling with the group for the whole time. Anyway, he starts talking and realizes that he has fire powers. So, because continuing the X-Men or Fantastic Four theme of the party. So now we have an energy vampire. Uh, no, what was it? We've got Morbius, the living vampire. Um, we have Multiple Man. Uh, I said Emma Frost last time, but that's not quite right. I would say somewhere probably more like discount Bobby Drake, Iceman, and
Just
and
how-
now we have discount Human Torch with Rusty. Rusty
yeah.
bears a halo of fire.
I'm the pet, the one who have night vision.
Yes, and Mr. E, who has a little animated golem and night vision goggles.
That's the thing. The animated golem is from the other part of the world.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with the powers.
Now, I'm just picturing Ian looking at I'm just picturing Ian the energy vampire treating this golem like a little Capri Sun pouch. It's just a little walking Capri Sun.
and he just has to keep reproducing it. So
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Anyway, yes. Nate's here. He now bears a halo of fire instead of master's weaponry. What that means mechanically is he can cover himself on fire, Human Torch style. Anybody that goes to hit him while he's covered in fire takes some fire damage in return. He has armor against fire from other sources, but if it's strong enough, it can still hurt him. and he can actually throw fire, little motes of fire.
Nice.
Dope.
Pretty cool. Last time we were playing, you guys made it down into the ruins, came into this room that had like this red swirling fog. You couldn't really see across it. Mr. E was it just barely able to make his way or see through, part way through it. Went all the way across, found another door that teleported into a windowless room. A disembodied skull. Asked him if, essentially, do you accept death? He said yes, hesitantly. And apparently that was the correct answer, because Mr. E was teleported back to the entrance behind the party with a 24-hour death armor. I think it was 24 hours. It's a good thing you said yes, because no would have slowly killed you. Or quickly killed you. Yeah. Yes, for 1 day, for 24 hours.
Yes, and really, pretty much you're the only character who could have made it through
Uh-huh.
that room. So
Because we kind of talked about it afterwards, but there were no lights in that room. Mr. E was the only person who could have seen in there. But getting back to the party. Knowing what was going on there.
Flashlight be a torch.
Hmm?
Would a flashlight be a torch? Because I do have one of those.
I'd say, yeah. Anything you would have from Earth. Picture your stock fantasy equivalent. Pistols become hand crossbows. Rifles become like short and long bows. Flashlights
Alright.
become torches.
Yeah, while Ian would have been able to see, he would not have made the right decision. Doesn't really matter anyway.
That's right up there with, like, I suppose if you're from like the UK or something like that, hey, torches become torches.
yeah,
Torches
I-
become flashlights.
Yeah. Look, we still know what a flashlight is, but yes, we call a torch a torch.
Yes.
And we call what you call a flashlight a torch because, you know,
so then what do you
make a new
call
word
it?
for something different when it does the same job and we don't use the other one anymore.
But how do you distinguish between a torch and a flashlight if you're just speaking about them without going into detail?
Normally the context. If I
So,
say,
I was
say
in-
hypothetically I break down in my car and it's nighttime and I say, hand me that torch, no one's going to wander into the fucking woods to make me a flaming
Yeah,
torch.
but I mean,
They're gonna
what
hand
if
me the
you're in the catacombs under France and you look to your buddy, hey, hand me that torch.
They don't have those torches anymore down there.
There's bones and cloth. Mhm.
I'm not going to say, hand me that corpse. I'm going to say, hand me the torch, because it means flashlight. Again, context. The only time this would ever get confusing is if I have a breakdown at a Renaissance fair.
Well, what if you have a breakdown?
What if your friend
Don't
just
get
happens
unfair
to carry
here.
a torch with them?
Okay, but anyway, so yes, a flashlight will be the equivalent of like a fantasy torch. Your ciphers still function the same way, but they take on an appearance of something else. Like a pill would become a potion, that kind of thing. A grenade probably turns into like a single-use wand, or possibly even again like a grenade could either turn into like a single-use wand or like a bottle of alchemist's fire or something like that.
A transit pass for the Orca public transportation system becomes a small Orca.
Mm-hmm. You guys managed to make it across the red swirly smoke room. Mr. E
No.
and
And
between
around
Mr.
the
E,
Hydra.
yes, between Mr. E and I think Imelda, you guys were able to find like what is creating that smoke. It's like this moderately sized vase, with vaguely draconic shaping of it. It's kind of billowing out the smoke, and while you guys were going through, Mr. E was able to kind of pick out there is a Hydra in the smoke sleeping. The smoke itself is something like a sleeping smoke. And unlike like your typical D&D or your typical fantasy Hydra, Aldean, or Aldean? Yes. Arden Hydras, they regrow their heads by taking other people's heads.
Rude.
Jeez.
Yeah, terrifying. They'll actually, like, whoever their victims, they will remove the head and it becomes part of their body.
Rude. Very rude.
Well, I mean, you're not using it anymore. You're dead.
I might have a use for it. But yeah,
Uh,
mechanical question. Not
Yes.
actually doing a mechanical question. You said it was 2 intellect to activate my flaming ability, and I have 2 edge.
Mhm.
Does that mean I can permanently be on fire?
yeah, if you want. Yeah.
I'm not going to do it in this weird smoke, because potentially flammable. But
Yeah, like I'm pretty much always encased in ice.
For
that's
you,
why
Rusty, it is one. It's 1 intellect to basically flame on, and it's 2 intellect to like throw your fire.
Oh, nice.
But you have enough edge in your intellect; it's pretty much free.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, that's why Rusty's been so quiet. Everyone else has magically got their powers. He's just like, what the fuck is going on with me? Not seeing the halo above his head.
He's been doing
And
like the
just go
Fantastic Four thing, where like he's snapping his fingers a lot, and I got it.
Yeah, kind of. Just catches a glance on a shiny rock. Just like, I have a halo. But yeah,
Am I dead?
inside, yes.
Okay, so made it through the smoke room. You guys kind of came up, and I almost picture this kind of looking almost like anybody remember the scene in Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade when he comes to the valley or it comes to the opening, and it's supposed to be the Walk of Faith.
Can I be honest? It's been
No?
a fair while
Nobody?
since I've seen
Oh,
it.
you mean
Oh, and
oh,
it,
yeah,
it
yeah,
just
yeah.
looks like a thing, and he's just supposed to like close his eyes and do it, like
Uh-huh.
walk across. Yeah.
Uh-huh. I picture as this being not quite that much optical illusion, but very much like where you're looking at is you have essentially there is this large empty chasm between you guys and several floors below you. Now on the map it goes left and right. In reality, this is going up and down. So where you guys are at, you're pretty much right now I would say you're at the doorway. You're at like 20 feet below ground. Sorry, 50 feet below ground, whatever it is. Yeah. This kind of rope bridge that you're looking at, there's really no handrails on it. It is just the bridge kind of going out with no sides, and it kind of slopes down a little ways. Before the end of it, you can kind of see it has broken apart, and ropes have been tied together for like the next 60 feet. Kind of off in the distance a little bit, I would say Mr. E. You can make him out the easiest, but the rest of you just kind of see like this little bit of glint, kind of here and there in the chasm away from this rope bridge, this rope stairway. It's hard to tell just how far left and right this thing goes, or even above and below, but you can kind of make out there's these almost spheres. They look like large, essentially like almost like air bubbles you would see underwater, but in the air. Now they're not necessarily interfering with the stairs, the bridge, or anything like that, so they're not too much of a problem.
Can I take a rock, like a little pebble or something from the ground and try chucking it at one of the bubbles?
Sure. So you can kind of throw this bubble, and
Just to see, like, are they solid? Are they like,
yeah,
you know, soap bubbles or something? Like,
you'll see as the bubble kind of goes across, and it'll hit it, and it'll just kind of ripple around it, but it seems to hold its form.
and the rock stays on top of it or goes inside?
It almost kind of bounces off
Okay. Okay.
And it turns around and says, "Hey."
of it. Yeah.
Sorry, dude.
Looking down, you can see where that kind of rope continues along, and it reconnects to another, like the second half or the bottom half of like this broken stair bridge further down. Uh, all the way down at the very bottom, you can just make out. Like I said, it looks like it's about 150, 200 feet down from where you guys are at. It's about 150 feet down. You can just make out, or probably Mr. E can probably make this out better than anybody else. There looks like two figures at the bottom. I would say down here.
Huh.
You can just make out two figures. And if Mr. E were to point those out, I would say the rest of you would notice them as well, if only because like a little bit of backlight on them or something like that from coming from a doorway.
They're moving or they're just standing there?
They
They're
seem
just-
to be standing there.
Huh. I let the party know just in case.
Do they look like human figures or
From this distance, I would say they're humanoid. Yeah, you can definitely
Okay.
make out like head, 2 arms, 2 legs.
I want to get closer. So in other words, close to the rope, the start of the rope, so I can see more deeper.
down
Is that my
down
name?
like the stair bridge thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're really talking about going down this thing.
Do you see another way? Then let's go. Yeah. And just continue walking
I mean,
forward.
yeah, Ramus would agree too. Is she'd be kind of. I mean, and if Mr. E's pointing out those guys, they don't look like statues. They look like they're moving.
Oh, that's
yeah,
why I want to
well, if they got down, then so can we. So
I just want to be here to see if I can see more clearly of the creatures or whatever is down there.
Give me an intellect check, I guess, like a perception.
I got on my listening. Well, that's not really.
Are you listening to them?
Well, I have searching, listening, so I don't know
Okay.
if the search will apply to it.
I wouldn't say
Wait,
that would
just-
apply to this one, because
It
you
will
know where
not
they're
apply
at.
to- Okay. Let's roll intellect then. Ooh.
2. Okay.
is dexterity like a speed defense?
I mean, it depends on what you're using it for, but it would probably be
So
more
like
speed.
yeah, I'm thinking of like if we needed to climb down those ropes, for
Yeah,
example.
that'd be more of a speed thing.
Okay. Because I'm thinking of using, I have that Cypher Enduring Shield.
Mhm.
that gives me an asset to speed defense rolls, but I think it's only good for a day. But I guess, we can always get new ciphers, right? The point of them is to use them.
Exactly. So, Mr. E, you're gonna kind of creep out to the edge of these stairs and look down and kind of squint your eyes a bit. These look like they could be Sark.
Huh.
As a reminder, Sark are essentially, they're kind of like ghouls, like Keflin that have been brought back.
They're not our friends.
Not usually.
And those are the things we think the master is screwing around with.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, guys. I see down there some ghouls. They don't look friendly. So, and I think so. This is the only, for now, this is the only path we have to go to whatever we're trying to get to. So, do you guys want to shoot him from here?
How
You want-
far away are they?
Do
About
you want to
150
get
feet.
closer?
I mean, it's 150 feet down the stairs from where you guys are at.
So we got the higher ground.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing.
You
I'm gonna
do.
look
I mean,
at our-
in the most technical sense, yes.
Then it's
I'm gonna look
over.
at our companion, whose name escapes me in the moment.
Ramus.
Remus, yeah.
Remus. Okay. The sock. How do you kill those things again?
They'll die just like anything else.
You don't have to, shoot them in the head or like take off the head or bury it so they don't come back. Nothing special about them.
If I remove your head or penetrate your head, do you not die?
Well, I don't know. Like vampires have special rules. I don't know if these are like vampires or werewolves or what have you. They're robots, for all I know. I don't know.
No. There's no need for garlic or special rituals for you to eliminate Sark.
Wait, do I have special rules? It's because sunlight didn't kill me. So, how's this work?
She's gonna reach over with like this little dagger and just kind of poke your handle a bit. Does that
the
hurt?
fuck? Yeah?
Yeah, you can be killed too.
Does garlic do anything?
Do you like
Makes
garlic?
food taste good.
Yeah?
Then it increases the flavor of your food.
Just be careful. Be on the safe side. Don't touch it.
Or may kill you. So-
Unless he's allergic to it.
All right. So someone have some garlic to test this?
I like that we're on the sidetrack now. It's like,
To that.
what
the
can
fuck is
kill
that?
Ian? Yeah.
Just start throwing garlic at him.
Now,
Oh.
I also want to clarify too. So you're seeing like where these stairs kind of go down and connect to this other side. This cavity does go down further below that as well. Like you can't see the bottom, kind of thing.
Even I cannot see the bottom, right?
No.
Okay, cool.
That's fun.
So all that part that's black
So-
is essentially an endless abyss sort of deal.
As far as you can see, yeah.
There
Awesome.
must be an end, but yeah.
There's no end to space.
I mean, there is.
Well,
Rest of us don't know what the thoughts. Yeah, there is.
So are we gonna try to talk to the ghouls? Are we gonna try just shoot it from
Well-
here? Or are we just gonna get closer and see what happens?
Who's got something to shoot with that reaches that far?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure a hand crossbow is gonna get that far.
At least not accurately.
Rusty will just cough and like fire will appear. Just like I can throw
Okay,
this.
okay.
Fuck,
So-
man, I'm not used to that.
So, Mr. Fire, can you shoot fire that far? It's like 200 feet.
I don't know what the range on the fire attack is.
It's
Uh,
170 feet from the distance, but you know.
It says
Yeah, but I'm
you
assuming
can
gravity
throw
still takes effect on it.
short. Short range
Yeah,
for your
short
fire.
is like 10 feet, right?
Immediate is like 10 feet. Short, you're looking at like, I would say,
Is it? I'm sorry. Is it a fireball? So like I summon a ball and it will have drop off, or is it a cone?
well, let's see what it says.
Yeah.
While a Shroud of Flame is active, you can reach into your halo and hurl a handful of fire at a target. I would say this is like a mote of fire.
So hypothetically, if I were to throw it forward, would it land on? 'Cause you
If
said it's way down, but not necessarily a long way forward.
short range, I've got it in here somewhere where my range is.
Yeah,
That's used to
short
say,
range
like,
is
holding a
like
fireball ready to go.
I
Cool.
want to say short range, you're looking at like 50 to 100 feet.
50 to 100 feet forward would it cover the distance so it would land on their heads if gravity takes effect?
I think for your hurl flame, I think it would just kind of run out of fuel by that point.
Darn.
yeah, because
I feel like that's probably more the limiting factor than anything. Like, if it did reach them, it'd be like throwing a match at them by the time it hit them.
So Rusty will sort of like flare at them, just like.
And yeah, it'd be one of those like it might make it all the way down there, but it's not enough to really do anything.
Yeah. No, the answer there. No. Unless you've got like a jar of oil that I can drop on them. They're not having my whiskey before you suggested.
Yeah, essentially these guys would be a long range.
Yeah, fair.
So are we gonna try to talk to them?
Well, I suspect we're going to have to get closer to do anything.
No. I scream, hello! To see if they react.
They don't. It's the strangest thing.
Zombies
It's
do the
almost
dark
like they
things.
want you to come closer.
Huh. But maybe I just need to insult
Like-
them.
So yeah, I mean, if you're hollering out to them, you'll see they'll kind of move around a little bit, like take notice of you,
Yeah.
but they're not moving any further than that.
Yeah, I suspect they might be. They're not very smart creatures, so they might be set there specifically as guardians and not supposed to leave their post. So
Well then.
And Ramus would agree with that. He's like, yeah, they're guard dogs. Just Sark in general, they're.
So are you saying if we
force.
touch down there, it's gonna attack us?
I think that's extremely likely, but
It depends on what they're
you know, this
told
is
to
what
do.
we're paid to do. So she's gonna. I don't know how I mechanically do this, but I'm gonna put on that enduring shield.
Ba-
Hey Thunder, you're the one who can make doubles, right?
Yeah? Why?
How about we send your double and see what happens?
Fuck that.
Why? It's not you. It's your shadow, whatever.
No, it fucking hurts.
What do you mean? You got hit? We never tested that. We never hit your shadow or something like that.
You didn't. It was a...
So you don't know what is capable with your shadows.
Trust me, I know what happens with my own body. All right, it'll hurt.
It's your body. It's a double.
Yeah, but it still comes from me. I feel that shit, you know? I don't want to know what happens if they pick that thing off the side. I don't know.
Well,
I wanna find out.
last time it just went away, right? Like,
Yeah, you can summon it back, right?
It, it's not. It's not hocus pocus poof. There it is. It comes out of me. Like it costs me something.
So does the fire. Doesn't hurt me.
Well, yeah, but that's fire. That's magic. This isn't. This isn't magic. This is just. It comes out of me.
But
I
it's
don't
not you.
know
I'm just
what
saying
that-
we can have
What are you
him.
laughing at?
We
I
can
don't
use
know.
your dowel for bait. He will be naked. Everyone will like it. They will try to eat it, and we just shoot the ghouls if they get close.
How about we use you for bait? How about you go down there?
I'll go down there.
I wasn't talking
There we
to
go.
you, but
oh,
I
that's an
appreciate
idea.
you.
Hey, Ian, why don't you go like drain their whatever? I don't know.
Wait,
Like,
can you
just-
do it?
Does Ian know he's an energy vampire as opposed to a vampire vampire?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I don't know if he knows it, but
yeah.
Then he rolls for intelligence to see.
yeah, I think I was like, I'm a fucking vampire. I don't know what that means for Ian. I don't know Ian's experience with horror movies.
Oh.
Oh,
was gonna
Imelda,
say,
your enduring shield is I would imagine here is essentially like a cloak or a jacket.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait a second. Didn't you accept death or some shit? Doesn't that help with this?
I don't know what death gave me. I don't know if it gave me like powers or just the only thing I remember is energy, and then I poof outside. Like I don't know
Well,
why
it's the perfect
that.
time
means.
to find out, isn't it?
You know,
Uh,
I think basically what it comes down to is we got to get down there because if we're gonna do this, then we have to do this, and this is the only way. So
Yeah, I'm just saying,
Ian,
if
you
he's
wanna
gonna
give
start
it a shot?
volunteering people, he can go down there himself.
All right. I will start going down there.
Hey, Mr. E,
Yeah.
I'm gonna offer you an intrusion.
Okay.
You're welcome to take it or not.
Are you gonna say what it is, or just say
I can't tell you
take
until
it
you
or not?
take it or not.
no, you have to decide.
uh,
I can't tell you what it
you know, we just started, so yes, I will take it. Let's see what.
is. Well, you're gonna get 1 XP,
All right.
and you get 1 XP to give somebody else.
You already put it on my character, or
I
no?
put the one on your sheet already. Yes.
Okay, okay. I don't know why I haven't given an XP. Let's go. Rusty. It was not here last time.
Okay.
Is it Rusty, right?
I was going to
Or-
ask, did I get any XP from last session when I wasn't here?
Yeah, you guys all got a little bit of XP.
Cool. Thank you.
So, as you guys, or as Mr. E's kind of like, it's like, okay, and kind of hyping himself up, Ramus is gonna kind of be there, like, she'll be up there with you guys, like, okay, you know what? And she's gonna kind of look over to Vander. You're right. He did deal with the death thing, and she's gonna cut the rope in front of
What?
Mr. E. Like, as he's climbing down, she's gonna cut one of the ropes.
Oh shit! Whoa, wait.
In
wait.
the middle of me, like climbing down.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Can you
How
give
far
me...
am I?
Well,
Guys,
two
shove her
things.
off.
Can you give me a speed defense? Essentially, can you, like, see this coming and go, oh shit, and, like, grab onto something else? We're looking for...
All right.
We're looking for tier... Let me see here. Let me look at my difficulties.
Before you go and do that,
Mm-hmm.
I will activate my trap card. I will
Okay.
activate my wings of boots. I will activate my wings of boots, and I will fly normal speed for 10 minutes.
Okay.
So I just put a finger on him, and be like, yeah, sure. 'Cause, I don't think so. I'm gonna die.
So Mr. E's gonna. This rope's gonna get cut. I was gonna say it was gonna be like, probably like a difficulty 4, but so they're gonna get cut, and Mr. E's gonna go shit and kind of activate those boots and cut. I imagine these boots probably look like what are these? Like the Hermes boots, like the little wing
Exactly,
sandals
that's
kind
what
of
I
things.
imagine. I don't know why. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna
What?
like Hermes boots, start flying. Like, be like, no. I don't know what his problem is.
Since when have you had those?
Don't worry about it.
Why are you telling other people to go down the rope when you can fucking fly?
This is like a Emerson thing. He tried just to kill me.
Yeah, I reckon that's a bit more important. That
Ye-
that one just tried to kill our friend.
Essentially,
Yeah,
you can.
what
you
the
can,
hell, Ramus?
Let's
Can I
not take
just-
things we can't take back, but yes, what are you thinking?
Well, 2 things. 1, your wings, you can fly for 50 minutes, 50. So just under an
Okay.
hour. 2,
All right.
Ramus is going to cut this first rope and then start to bound down the rest of it.
Wait, what?
Oh, she's getting out of there.
So we're
Oh, I'm gonna
cutting
shoot
the
him then. Like, I don't know what is going on. I'm
Oh,
just gonna shoot him.
you cut the rope like where Rusty's standing.
No,
Is that
where-
what happened?
No, like where Mr. E was climbing down. Like she'd kind of come up and was like
She
going to
tried
help
kill
him.
me.
Yeah, pretty much. Rather than just like stabbing Mr. E, just cut the rope and let gravity do the work. She didn't expect you to fly.
I'm gonna cut his rope when he's climbing down.
Wait,
then
wait, no! How can we get down if you cut all the ropes?
Her.
I will fly and take another rope. I'm just gonna cut his rope and kill him then.
No, stop! No,
No, I'm just gonna do that.
you can't cut the ropes because we've got to get down.
Eye for an eye. That's what I feel right now.
Okay, then,
I mean,
then
so
kick her off the thing. But
No, because if he grab me, then I'm gonna have problems. So I'll cut the rope. What I need to do is grab the rope.
you can't get
So,
to the treasure
if-
if you cut the goddamn rope. The rest of us can't fly.
if Mr. E's gonna kind of like come in, like I almost picture like Mr. E's like go shit, and sees Ramus starting to run down this rope, and
Yeah.
she's gonna see you kind of come in for this cut along the rope, and you're gonna see
Yeah.
it is like she's gonna go step, and then just kind of float the rest of the way down. She can.
Oh, you
take-
son of a bitch. Then I'm gonna pull my phone and I will shoot him. I'm not gonna. I need to shoot him.
I'm looking at the abilities here. Okay.
Vander just
That's
looks
fine.
at the other three back here with him. All right, which one of you other motherfuckers can fly?
Pass.
Not me.
And this is you're looking to get between this. If you cut all the ropes out of there, I would say at this point with Mr. E cutting or diving in to cut some and Ramus cutting one, you've only got like 1 or 2 ropes left there, so there's still
Here,
rope there. It does make it a bit more tricky.
Is there any way that I can? I don't know. I'll ask the others because I don't know if this makes it worse or better.
Mhm.
If I could reinforce the ropes with ice to make them stronger.
That would work. Assuming, yeah, because pikery is ice with stuff in it, and frozen ropes are a pain in the ass to deal with.
Would it though? Wouldn't that make it heavier? Like,
It makes them stronger, but also more
It'll
brittle.
make them stronger, but they're cold. But obviously we've got to go after her because what the hell?
I would say, so having fewer ropes is going to increase the difficulty by 1. So your target number is 1 tier higher. freezing the ropes will reduce that difficulty, but also it'll increase the chance of failure, but also decrease the requirement for success. If that makes sense. It'll make it easier to complete, but if something goes wrong, it can only, like normally you would have like 2 chances, you'll only get 1 chance.
Well,
But I'm gonna,
Because it will strengthen the rope, but it's also a bit more brittle.
right.
yeah, but I want to say, let's wait for that. And let's deal with him, shoot him from far away, and see if we can kill him before he
Okay,
leaves.
They're floating down to the bottom. We got to get across the chasm to follow them. They're just
And-
going to fly away.
And if Mr.
You're, by the way, flying, so if you want to shoot them, feel free.
And Mr. E, if you were to press the advantage, like fly after Ramis, she would go invisible.
Then I'm just gonna help the team and get we have extra rope, so I can put extra rope on this and just tie it to the end.
I would imagine
Oh.
you guys do. You got like your party pack, yeah.
Hold on. We gotta back off a minute. Let's get off this bridge and think for a second.
Oh, you mean back to where the Hydra is?
No, let's
Back on solid
continue.
ground.
Stop crying. Let's go.
Hey, fuck you, Flyboy. I'm thinking it.
Okay,
You can
he
think
was
when
the
you're
one that-
crossing. Let's go. This bastard tried to kill me. Let's go after
He
him.
took us down here. Why did he take us down here?
That's okay. We figure out when we go down there. Let's go.
What if she's leading us into a trap? She already tried to kill you.
Yeah,
What
you
is
guys
there
have.
for us down here?
What are you so worried about? You got powers. You can make another of yourself, give it a sword, and you can attack like 2 versus 1. What is your problem? Let's go.
Ian is now on the rope.
I'm trying to make sure this rope is strong enough, or give it extra thing just to make sure the party can pass.
I imagine like you guys have rope somewhere in your pack.
Yeah, I imagine.
Okay. Oh, let me see.
Yeah, Imelda will turn to Vander and say, yeah, this is fucked up, whatever this is, but our job is to investigate. And clearly, the person who's supposed to be the representative of the estate here has clearly not the estate's best interests in mind. So we have to find out what she's doing, which means going down there, whatever it is. So
I'm not arguing that. I'm saying let's pull back and think about this. We gotta plan this, because everything we had planned before just blew up in our fucking face.
Well, the time he's talking about it, I just
when
want to.
we don't plan.
Yeah, I'm just gonna secure the rope because I don't know how long it's gonna last the wings. So I'm just gonna do that and then go back to the team to make sure it's easier for us to cross.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll go after Ian.
Vander looks over at Rusty. You're really on board with all this shit?
Rusty will just look over and be, I'll be honest, I've not been paying attention half the time. I've been trying to work out what my power was, and now you're talking about the fucking Halo. I've no idea why they're here. I wanted to get to know that one. Apparently now I don't, but
Mr. E, give me an intellect roll. How well do you secure these ropes?
All right.
I mean, roll look
Yeah,
like a
and-
1 or a 2, so.
Yeah, Imelda will just say to
Oh,
Rusty,
I rolled 2
Yeah.
times by mistake. It's a 0.
It's not a fail, but it is a 0. Okay.
Oh.
So,
yeah, Imelda will just look at Rusty and say, yeah, she was supposed to be our friend. Remember, she's supposed to be, the estate agent here in Arden, except that clearly she's messing with shit that, that
Well, if it-
we are very
If
worried
we're
about.
crossing right now, I can help for now because I don't know how long this will last. So
Yeah, so we got to go after her.
Rusty will be just nodding the whole time, but you can clearly see he has no idea what the fuck's going on.
uh-huh.
Hey, right, whatever you say, lass.
So, you guys are like while you guys are talking, you're seeing like Mr. E kind of swoop back and forth, and I imagine like he's just like throwing like he's finding openings and just throwing rope through openings, not really like tying it. Just, like okay, rope, yay! I don't know. Ian, you said you're gonna try to climb down this thing.
Yep.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, the extra rope isn't going to help at all.
Well, ice or no ice, guys. Because Rusty, you may have fire, but I got ice. So, yeah.
Might I recommend not using fire on the rope?
Yes.
Yeah. Sure.
Now, this rope ladder, it's spiked in at both ends. It stretches about 30 feet across and 20 feet down. So you're looking at like about a 40-foot long rope bridge. Something like that. Yeah, 40 feet. Actually, I think it would be exactly 40 feet. So, climbing up and down normally would be like a difficulty 3, speed or might. If you're doing it without the ice, you're looking at difficulty 4. Because you got fewer ropes now. It's not quite as thick. You're trying to do it quick enough that you can get across without straining it.
So
Speed or might, your choice. And this would be like a kind of like a climbing thing.
I'm trained in both.
Yeah,
so...
there you go.
Oh, that's almost 14.
That was a 3. Were you guys doing ice or not? Oh, and Ian, you're trained in climbing.
Oh yeah.
So we'll add a 3 to that. So that would make it a 4.
Woo.
So we'll see Ian just like, and there'll be. I almost picture that. When you say Ian is more like a hang onto the rope or shimmy across the top of it.
More hang under.
Okay. So there'd be that almost like that sloth kind of grip, hanging up underneath the rope as Ian kind of scurries down to the bottom of it. And
Yep.
there'll be points where like you guys see the rope kind of strains a little bit, like as he gets towards the middle and that kind of thing. But otherwise, yeah, it's intact.
Good job.
All right, now I'm gonna see if those the two dudes are moving towards me or just staring at me.
Well, I mean, for where you're at, you're still up on the bridge a little bit, or up on these stairs. Sorry. Where you guys are at, you're still, looks like on the map, 80 feet up at the top of these stairs. And they're pretty much going to stay where they're at.
Okay,
No.
so I'll yell down to him. Stay where you are, and I'll come across.
Did they
'Cause
move
I
at
don't
all?
think we want to draw them up until at least a couple of us are across.
After we lost sight of Ramus, did they move at all? Like step aside or anything? Or did it look like something pushed past them?
No. No, they pretty much stood there, and like the two of them are kind of standing almost shoulder to shoulder, kind of largely blocking this doorway.
Is there headspace above them, like a few feet, or are they kind of just filling the whole thing?
I picture this is probably like your standard door. There might be like a foot and a half above them, but not much.
Hmm. Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna give it a shot. How do I add the asset for the shield thing?
Asset. Just add like a +3 to your roll.
Okay.
Well, it would be an asset to speed defense rolls. This isn't necessarily a defense roll.
Oh,
Me flying around and trying to help them, it will lower the difficulty or no?
You could try to help.
I'm
You-
just
you
asking.
Mr. E
The
could either
option
try
is
to
there.
help and act as like a shuttle.
Mhm.
Going down would be easy enough. It wouldn't be much
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it's largely kind of scoop and controlled fall. Going
Hell
up
yeah.
would be a little bit harder for you.
Yeah, no, of course.
But yeah,
Yeah.
if you want to do it
thing
that way, you
the
can.
thing is getting the party down there, so.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And you could also use the ropes and have Mr. E there as like an emergency catch.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, considering I just rolled a 3, you know.
Oh. Well, you guys never answered. Were you freezing the ropes or not?
Oh, you know what? I will freeze the ropes.
Okay. So these ropes will frost over a bit. And again, it'll be one of those like as Imelda's going across. I almost picture like she's kind of going across or shimmying over the top of this rope as it's and it's
Yeah.
kind of frosting as she goes across it. At the end, there's like blocks of ice, kind of holding the ends in place.
Yeah.
Who's next? I'm waiting to see like at what point does Mr. E just like swoop in and scoop somebody.
All right, double boy, let's go.
You stay the
Rusty
fuck
will
away
look
from me.
Rusty will look at Vander and go, "You want to go next?"
I'm good if you want to go first, big guy.
You afraid of
Come on,
heights?
double boy, let's go. Let's hurry up before this wind stops.
How about you fuck off and keep an eye on that end over there?
There's 2 party members already down there. Don't worry about it. Let's go.
Hey, don't worry about me. You flap on.
Are you afraid of heights?
I'm afraid of dying. Yeah, isn't everybody?
Hey, fair enough. I'll go next. Rusty will wander up. So he gets it. He gets a fear of heights. That's a reasonable fear.
That's why I say it's
So either speed or might. Your choice.
Ooh,
Are you
I'm
doing this
going to
quick, or are you doing this like muscling your way across kind of thing?
fucking muscling because my might is 15 and I've got an edge of 1. I'm taking my might stat over my speed of 10.
Well, I mean, are you putting in effort into it then? Or?
It's tempting. It's tempting. How does effort work again? It just takes 2 from my stat.
It'll take 3. Well, it'll add 3 to whatever your roll is
Yeah.
at the cost of 3, minus your
Well,
edge. So if you have an
minus
edge
my
of
edge,
1, it
it's
costs 2.
What did I need to complete this safely?
You'll need a tier 3. So you'll
Oh,
need
that's
like
right.
a 9 or
because
above.
I froze the ropes.
Oh, okay.
If you need a
Yes,
9
you
or above.
don't need to roll terribly well, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, it's 50-50. And you got Mr. E there, you got the bubbles there. You're probably
I'll-
fine.
Famous last words. Yeah, sure, I'll do it without. Let's see the Human Torch fly. So it's just a D20, pretty much, yeah.
Yep.
You're fine.
That's a 3. See?
There
Yeah.
you go.
You're fine.
That's a butt crunching moment.
hmm So imagine Rusty's going to get across, and there'll be that little bit of. It'll probably be a little cold in your hands. Oh, you said you turned your fire on too.
I turned it off before I went across the bridge. I'm not that daft.
Well, I wasn't going to say it burns the rope, but
Melts the ice.
I might
the
have
ice.
thawed it out a little bit. At least Vander. How's Vander getting across?
All right, double boy, let's go. You're the last one now.
Hey, Mr. E, can you pick him up?
Probably.
You do, and I will shock the shit out of you. I swear to God.
And then we both fall. How great idea is that?
Okay,
Not if I get you
no.
first.
I was going to suggest you just try picking him up to see if that works. But, you know, Vander, it's up to you.
Absolutely fucking not.
Yeah, you could also jump.
That
Although,
would fucking hurt.
yeah. I'm not saying jump all the way down. I'm saying like get a running start and jump the chasm, jump the rope.
Yeah, and then land on a staircase after how many feet?
Yeah.
30 feet or 30 feet vertical or 30 feet lateral, 20 feet vertical.
Yeah, I don't think I could
Mhm.
land on a staircase after a 20-foot drop without like breaking both of my just every bone from like the foot up.
I feel like that would take some serious training.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fun fact.
Okay, that's not gonna work for that. Okay.
You get to the bottom as a shapeless blob. The guards just kind of nudge you off the edge.
I mean, you figure it's the equivalent of jumping off the second floor or second balcony.
That's
No,
thinking,
third
well,
floor. Yeah,
If you haven't practiced it.
it'd be the equivalent of jumping off the third floor. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the stone stairs all the way down.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you break literally every bone in your body.
I was so fucking
Mhm.
confused. Then I was like, the third floor? That's really. Oh, wait, no, you guys say the first floor is the ground floor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's like from the third story.
Yeah. Yeah.
You figure an average story is like 10 feet. Yeah.
Give or take, yeah.
How's Vander getting across?
He is going to hunker down and slowly climb his way across the top.
You said hunker down. I thought you were just gonna like sits down and says, "Hey, I'll wait for you when you get back."
Hey, y'all have fun.
Might or speed? Your choice.
Speed,
Okay.
certainly.
It's not a huge deal unless you're planning to put effort into it. So.
Yeah, I will put effort into this.
Okay.
So with an edge of 1, that is 2 speed.
Easy way, you can just go down and hit the little effort or set effort to 1 in the bottom left, and it should automatically do its stuff.
Okay. Cool.
And then you just have to roll speed defense.
Here we go.
Good thing you put that effort in. So there will be that little bit of like Vander's kind of getting across, and you see the rope kind of starts to sway a little bit, and death grip, and man gets it all under control and finishes his shimmy across. See, effort comes in handy.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
let the record show he rolled better than that than anybody. Because that was a 10. Everybody else got a 9.
Mm-hmm.
Nah.
Just want that established for the record.
Uh-huh. Yeah, like everybody rolled a 9 after all our bonuses and everything, and you got a 10.
Yeah, I'd have laughed my ass off if I also got a 9, but hey.
He gets across. It's just like, see,
See?
needed the dice.
Mm-hmm.
Give me space to work and I can do miracles.
Well done, dude.
Then I finish my fly and go back to the team.
Okay. Let's say that takes you guys probably getting everybody across like that. You're looking probably a good 15 minutes.
I will
10,
be like,
15
damn it,
minutes.
Boots is gonna disappear.
I'd say you got a little over half an hour left.
But I'm still angry. I know what I use, so I'm like, I'm gonna get that bastard and shoot him in the head.
I mean, it's fair. We get it.
So what do you guys want to do now? Like these two Sark haven't moved.
They're just looking at us.
Pretty much.
Try to talk to them.
I mean, sure.
I mean, what happens sort of if we gradually approach? Is there any reaction?
There doesn't seem to be. I mean, how close are you getting? Like, as you're approaching, depending on how close you want to get, they don't seem to really react. Like, as you get closer, there is a bit of there's a scent of decay almost.
Yeah.
As you get close to them, because they are essentially reanimated. So there is that stench.
Because I'm closer to the death body, do I feel like something different from whatever? I
To
don't
the
know
Sark?
what death gave me, so.
No.
Alright, cool.
Does Do they remind me at all of that mummy from the house?
I would say you probably see like there's a little bit of wrapping around, or there is some wrapping, but you don't get that same. It's not that same magical feel that like those wrappings had. The
Okay.
wrappings at the house were almost like
Like the wrappings themselves were a cipher or something.
yeah, it's like they gave off magic to a level that's like anything like if you're in a fantasy setting like those that are like trained in Arcana, that kind of thing is like oh that's magical. If you take that same thing and you take that same magical feeling and put it in reality, you're like that's wrong. You don't necessarily have like that alarm bell going off. You don't have that same magic sense with these look more like just kind of natural wrappings.
um,
Let me get up a little closer here. I wanna try something. I'm not gonna throw anything at him or do something stupid. I just want to see if I can. I don't know if I can see something.
okay.
How close are you getting?
Vander will very carefully shuffle past the rest of the party to get up front
Mhm.
here, and presumably this would be close enough for short range to do a little mind reading on one of them.
Sure.
Okay. So yeah, I will kind of target the closer one here, Stark one there, and I will attempt to read their mind, see what's going on up there. Vanderstott is looking for anything like. What are they looking for? Is there like a password that's supposed to be given to them? Like, things of that nature.
Mhm.
So let's see what that does. It does fuck all.
Well, that's a 0. So, give me an intellect defense.
Ew. All right.
2. Okay. You're gonna try. You're gonna like kind of reach out and reach out to one of these Sark, and there'll be a brief moment. Like you'll feel that kind of connection take hold. That'll be one of those like as soon as you start to try to, as soon as you start to try to see what they're thinking, you're going to essentially get like this backlash as you feel that bond you just established snap almost as quick as you made it. It'll almost like give you just like that stabbing tension headache kind of thing, sudden onset migraine. Not enough to hurt, or not enough to cause physical damage or anything, but you'll definitely realize like, ooh, these guys are almost warded, in a sense.
Okay, that was a bad idea. Ah, fuck me.
I'd rather not. What's wrong?
Don't say anything you can't take back.
I'd
Ah.
rather not. Fuck you. But what's wrong?
I can't read them. They're protected or something.
Like a shield.
Hmm.
Yeah, like that. Anybody else got any bright ideas?
Catches fire again.
I was gonna say, shoot him.
All right, Ian's gonna look at him, and he's gonna shout really loud, "Hey!"
Ah!
Why are you shouting at Vander? I mean, what did he ever do to you?
But shouting over his shoulder. Yeah, so that would be right in his ear. Okay, no reaction.
No.
Alright,
You can
that's
see
all I
they're,
had.
they're kind of shifting around a little bit, like in place, but yeah, they're not moving from their post.
That was my idea.
All right, I'm gonna get closer then.
Okay. Flap, 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 flap.
Yeah, I mean, you can always just fly away if something happens. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how long I have, but yeah.
You got about half hour.
Then I will get closer then and see if something happens.
How close are you
I'll-
getting?
Close enough. If they start moving creepily, I will stop. And then that 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 type of movement.
Actually, when you get to about 10 feet, like just a
Very
little
close.
just a little outside of arm's reach,
Okay.
you'll see they start to kind of bristle up a little bit. Like before, it was just kind of like that shifting around in place kind of thing,
Yeah.
moving around. And then once you get like just outside of arm's reach, you see like kind of the muscles start to tense up a little bit. The fists kind of open up, or the hands open up for claws. Like they're waiting like a couple inches and they'll swipe.
you know what? Let me try something.
All right.
I'm
You know what?
going to first I'm going to try from outside of arm's reach.
Mhm.
But I don't know whether the player knows that it has to be touch, I think, but Imelda doesn't necessarily know that
Oh,
the
your frost touch.
yeah.
You can do it with a
So-
weapon too.
Oh, that's right. So, yeah. So I'm going to apply it to my medium pistol and friggin' shoot one of them.
Okay. I'd picture a medium pistol being something
Like,
pistol.
like a-
Jesus, like a light crossbow.
Yeah, I was going to say like a crossbow that I have, I guess strapped to my back now instead of my side or whatever.
Yeah.
But... So I just,
So you're gonna fire that off.
yeah.
That was at one or two, either one. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, just I'll say one.
Yeah, tier 5. Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay, and then I get a +1, I think.
I already got it on there for you.
Okay, and then
So 5 points of damage. Oh, that's weird. It doesn't like to apply it. Forgot about that.
oh, so should it be 6?
No, it's 5.
It's 5. Okay. Oh, I didn't target them though. Sorry.
That's fine.
So do they react or anything?
So this bolt is gonna slam into this Sark, just practically point range or point blank range, and it's gonna stumble him back a little bit. We'll say a step or two. Yeah. As you're gonna see, they're both gonna start to step forward, claws and teeth ready to bear. They're coming towards you guys now.
Yeah. Okay.
So let's do some initiative.
Yeah, because at some point you just got to get into it.
Yeah.
Where the hell is initiative? There it is.
Yeah, it's weird. It's on the actions tab
Yeah.
of all places.
Why?
I don't know. Why is anything anywhere on this sheet?
Good fucking question. Hey.
Nice, Rusty.
Your boy was just there, like,
Nice.
playing with fire, ready to go, just like, I'm waiting for the go.
Meanwhile, Ian
Yeah,
has a
I'm-
4.
Yeah, I would like to know, Travis, if
Mhm.
if Rusty and I can work out like a 1-2 special that would,
Ooh,
cause extra damage,
be interesting.
freeze and burn or burn and freeze.
Frostfire.
Yeah.
Isn't there?
I'm just
What is
curious.
that? My Hero Academia, where the guy has like frost and fire powers on different sides of his body.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be something like if you guys are going to work together on it. Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd
Yeah.
be cool.
We'll have to figure it out.
She has to be in melee, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you throw a fireball and then I
Freeze and then
them,
fireball.
well, and freeze what it hits, to shatter it or something.
Or like he uses his mode of fire like on a bolt that you frosted over.
Yeah, and then it explodes.
Yeah, there we go.
Uh-huh.
So Rusty, what you doing?
Are they within my fireball range?
Sure.
Cool. I didn't
What's your
ask
range
if
on that? Long? Short?
Medium, I think. Short or medium.
Short. There's no medium.
Shroud of Flame, that's not it. Hurl Flame, that's what I'm after.
If you look at your attacks, you have one for Hurl Flame.
I do.
Nice.
Four.
Oh, that was a 15 on mine.
It got stuck kind of at the edge. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that'll hit.
Cool. I'll take it. And then just damage.
4 points of damage to 2.
So Rusty's just been playing with one of these fireballs and it's just like, oh, we're doing this. Just goes, Kobe. So he throws it. I can't
Yeah.
do Kobe in a Scottish accent.
For whatever reason, I have to add the damage to these things manually, and that's annoying. I
That
don't
is
know why. Anything else you want to do? You got another action?
I'll do it again.
Sure.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
Even better. You get to add +1 to your damage. So
Nice.
that's going to the same guy.
Yep. Same guy I've had targeted, yeah. Just swing, swing.
17, 18, you get extra damage. 19, 20, you can get either extra damage or an effect.
Let's open that bit, yeah.
Lander.
All right. He's gonna pull out his wand,
Mhm.
and he is going to dart on in there, going after suck number 1.
And these guys are tier 4. So you're looking for 12.
Gotcha.
And a squeaky chair.
Sorry.
I attack.
Like, I've soaked this thing in WD-40, it still fucking squeaks.
There you go.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
So again, kind of coming in, just catching this thing. That was on 1. 1.
I will go for an extra action here.
Okay. Now be careful, because you guys are still on the bridge.
This is true. But it's always worked out in his favor before.
I don't see where anything can go wrong.
No, absolutely not. Can you apply effort to this roll?
Yeah.
Okay. So that is what shall be done.
Okay.
And here we go. What was the threshold for that? A 3 or?
I want to say 5.
Oh, I think you had to roll a 15.
Yeah, I think it was a tier
That's
5.
what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's not.
That's just shy. Yeah.
Yeah, that is very much not. Let me see here. Normally, you would just kind of like slip up and go prone.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a speed defense.
Okay.
$16.
Wait,
Okay,
so
that's better.
why is he slipping?
Because he's trying for a third action. Normally,
Oh,
I would
oh,
say
see.
like you just go prone.
Forgot that.
Here, you guys are in a treacherous position. So 16. Okay, it'll be one of those like maybe like Vander's coming in for that third swing and like just goes off balance a little bit, like the bridge kind of shifts underneath of him.
Oh,
But it'll be one of those like he'll kind of catch himself balancing on the side, almost doing that comic arm wave, and be able to hold himself. And maybe even like kind of push off the wall a little bit.
Sounds good.
He's going to be trying to keep from falling off this bridge until his next turn.
Excellent.
Mr. E.
All right. My plan is if I can tackle the one that it can goes to the darkness, so I'll tackle him and I fly back up.
Okay.
So can I do that?
Give me a might. Give me a might roll. Or well, you're yeah. Go ahead. Okay.
I've rolled 2 times.
Well, neither one of those would work.
Huh.
So, you're wanting to essentially like dive tackle him, fly up, and drop him, right?
Not fly up, but just
Or just-
tackle him. So it would just go him, and I would go to the down there,
Into
and I would
the
just let
nothing.
him go and fly.
Okay. And that was who are you going after? Let me see.
The one is like the one who
Two?
I can, because the other one,
That
yeah,
one?
that one.
We'll say this. You'll get him. You'll be able to kind of like grab hold and fly out.
Okay.
He's gonna latch his claws into your arm. It's not gonna deal any damage until it's his turn, but it'll be one of those like you guys will be kind of like grappling each other.
Got it.
And maybe like slowly you'll be descending. You won't be falling, but the extra weight's just
Yeah.
gliding. There we go.
Yeah, I'm just trying to drop him.
Falling with style, I believe it's called.
Bum, 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 bum. Okay.
That will be it.
Well, we're at Sark 1. Sark 1 sees an opportunity. Sark 1's going to make a claw at Vander, since Vander is off balance. Let's see. He doesn't have any weapons. It's just claws and teeth. Vander, can you give me a defense roll? Might or speed?
Okay.
Might or speed?
Let's go with speed.
Okay. 13. Good. Oh, wait, no, you're off balance, aren't you?
I would be.
Oh, damn. That would have been good. So this Sark is going to reach out and essentially grab Vander by, like, the lapels or by his shirt or whatever. And is going to try to throw Vander off this bridge. Vander, can you give me a might defense?
All right. Let me just double check to see if I have anything in my bag of tricks here.
If you do, yes, absolutely.
That takes an action to activate. And that only works on object. Huh.
Was that shatter?
Would no. I'm looking at the matter transference ray, and it says I can target a non-living object. The Sark wouldn't qualify, would it? It's not living, but I don't know if it's corpse-like enough to be an object.
non-living object. I would say it's more of a creature.
That's fair.
I would say it's a non-living creature, because I figure like a non-living object would be like a living object would be like plants, trees, that kind of thing.
True. Yeah.
Dealing with
Okay.
undead is complicated.
Yeah, a little bit. All right. With effort, is the 2 effort that we have now, is that a pool of 2, or is that
2 levels of effort, essentially, is what it is.
so if I've used it twice, it's out, or I can
No,
apply?
you can apply it to any you can apply it to any roll you want. It just costs you for every level of effort you apply.
I see. Okay.
Additional, or your first level of effort costs 3. Everyone after that costs 2. But they always add like a +3 to your roll.
Okay. Well,
So it's actually cheaper to do more levels of effort in the long run.
Mm.
But it
In
hurts
that-
yourself.
I think Vander would be applying the maximum amount of effort he could
Mhm.
to not die.
I don't blame you. So this is where it gets a little, down on effort. Set your effort to 2. Go ahead and roll.
Okay.
Might defense. Essentially, can you hold on? Well, I guess you could do a speed defense too. Now I think about it.
Okay.
Be more like a might would be just straight raw holding on. Speed would probably be more, almost like a dexterity thing.
Okay.
Being able
that
to
would be-
balance it out somehow. Yeah.
Okay. That would be more his bag. So let's go with speed. Here we go.
Oh.
Nice.
Very nice.
All right.
It costs a lot to do that, but
Yeah.
it saves you from getting thrown off the bridge.
Mm-hmm. I ain't coming back from that.
That'll be the Sark 1's turn. So now Vander is no longer essentially off balance, but this Sark is kind of holding on, trying to like throw Vander around. Sark 2. Well, Sark 2 is in a grapple with Mr. E.
I was going to say, is in midair.
He is. Oh, the held victim can attempt to escape a might-based roll on its turn. Both the grappled Sark and the grappled foe are easier targets for other combatants. The difficulty of attacks made against them are modified in 2 steps in the attacker's favor. So as long as Sark 1 is holding on to Vander, the rest of you guys have a +6 against him.
Hey, you're welcome. Remember, I made this happen.
Oh.
It's okay. I have a plan.
I like the sound of that.
Mr. E, can you give me a defense roll? This Sark is going to try to essentially bite into you.
It will be what? Might or speed?
Your call. Speed is, I would picture speed as kind of like you're trying to move him out of the way so you don't get bit. Like kind of a dodge thing, where might is like you're trying to like aim that bite into like a piece of armor or something you're wearing.
Then speed, because I don't have no armor.
Okay. Or like a thicker piece of clothing or whatever. For other targets. Okay, yeah, that'll work. It would also probably... Sark aren't known for their intelligence.
I'll take your word for it.
I'm trying to decide if he would, or if it would try to break free, or if it would just like, well, I'm already in close. It's going to try to continue attacking.
I'd say give it an intelligence roll, but it doesn't really have stats, does it? It's just a
Exactly. Let me
roll
see.
a d20, leave it up to chance.
That's what I'm gonna probably end up doing.
Let the dice gods decide.
Say high, he's gonna try to break free. Low, he's just gonna bite. He's gonna try to break free. Mr. E, give me a speed defense. Oh yeah. So this Sark is going to like struggle, and try to basically throw off Mr. E's arms. And the speed is more just Mr. E going, yeah, okay, push,
Let go.
and probably fly up a little bit just to give himself distance. And as this Sark falls, like there's probably a couple like swipe, 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 as it's falling away from you.
Slide later.
Peace.
And it's going to go. Oh, no. Yeah, that one. Poof.
I was going to say, did we actually hear it hit?
If you give it a few seconds, yeah.
Oh, that's reassuring.
Well, at least
I
we
would
know
say-
there's a bottom.
You would probably hear this thing hit after about 7 seconds.
Oh.
Oh my.
That is a pass for me. Let's not fall down. 'Cause
And
you
even
reach
then,
terminal velocity around 5 seconds. Of
I
free falling.
picture that's one of those like you hear it and there's like after about 2 seconds you hear and then about 4 or 5 seconds later, just off in the distance, splat.
Oh, the floors.
Or well, floor or something solid. Yep. But yeah, you definitely hear it like bounce off stuff as it's going down.
Well, like I said, there's always a bottom.
It might be rock bottom, but it's always there.
Amelda, it's your turn.
Okay.
So this thing is like manhandling Vander as Vander's kind of jumping around. Any
Yeah,
attacks against it is going to have a +6.
So wait, any attack against it is
Any-
a +6?
Any attack you make against the Sark is with a +6.
Ah, sweet. Do I have to do that as a manual modifier?
You don't have to. I mean, basically, it's
Okay.
going to be whatever you roll plus 2 tiers.
+2. Because I
Yeah.
thought what I would do is grab its wrists with
Mhm.
the frost touch
Okay.
and attempt to essentially just like freeze shock it into letting Vander go.
Okay. Sure.
Or freeze him to break him.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I can freeze him enough to actually break his hands, but you know.
Give me a roll.
Okay, so first let me target him, which I always forget to do.
Unlike the recent Mortal Kombat movie, it takes quite a bit to actually freeze a limb.
Yes. I have to say though that scene was
It was good.
so ridiculous.
Oh yeah. I put it above Annihilation, but below the original Mortal Kombat. So
I need to
Okay.
watch this.
the new Mortal Kombat movie, it's hilarious.
It's terrible and hilarious.
Yes,
And
it's a good popcorn
exactly
movie.
what you would
It
expect.
should be the cheesiest thing ever.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Well, that's a tier 6. So yeah, you're gonna be able to kind of, I imagine you kind of grab a hold of like the wrist and elbow, and you're not quite gonna freeze it solid, but you are gonna see like where the rags and tattered cloth that are wrapping up around it or start to freeze and kind of crumble off, and you'll probably see like the actual skin turns a little blue and black.
Yeah.
There it is.
Okay. So
So yeah, that will. Are you trying to get him to let go?
yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, you're trying to get him to let go of it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll definitely like he'll kind of that one arm will kind of swipe back, and there'll be just like a light grip on Vander. It'd be pretty easy
Okay.
for Vander to break free. Go
Okay.
ahead and do some damage.
I did.
Oh, you did. Okay.
3, yeah.
Ian.
All right, so
You know what? If possible, I'm going to come around here. I don't know if I can, but just essentially to give Ian
Mhm.
space to get in.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, that's probably smart. Because, would you say the Sark is taller than Vander? Or,
How tall is Vander?
Uh,
How tall is Fantasy Vander? Or Fantasy Multiple Man Vander?
as tall as Earthbender, let's say.
Okay.
5'9", 5'10".
Sure. Okay.
basically, what I want to do is stupid.
Well, yeah.
I'm about
That's
that.
fine.
But Ian has seen Kung Fu movies,
Jesus.
and since it's groundling him, trying to throw him off the edge, he's going to try to run down these stairs and jump kick over Vander and hit that thing in the face and try to, like, knock it in the room.
Well,
This
at least you're
thing
heading in the
is-
correct direction, so good for you.
It is that many inches tall.
What's that in real world?
That's wrong.
Let's see.
Almost
that
7 feet. That's 6'9".
Nice.
Oh, damn.
So it's
So
just
it's
a
like
little over 2 meters.
2 meters and a bit.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, I know feet barely, but I don't know inches.
Yeah.
Because, you know, we haven't used that system since 1965.
What, you can't count in a base 12 counting system?
I can, it's just knowing how much each of those ones is worth.
1/12 of the bigger one.
Yeah, that's a pain in the ass.
So yeah, this thing is just a little under 7 feet. So, it kind of towers over Vander.
Alright. So, what would I do for that?
I don't know, what were you want to do?
2-foot flying kick to the face.
Yeah, just basically run down the stairs and try to kick it into the room.
know.
You're trying to not catch Vander in this, right?
Yes, trying to
Okay.
jump over him since I'm on a use the fact that I'm on a staircase from higher elevation to hope I can jump over him.
Well, let's see. Normally, if it was just the Sark, I'd say that's difficulty 4. You're trying to jump over the top of Vander. We'll increase that to a difficulty 5. Give me a 5.
But you still have that +6.
Hmm?
Does he still have the +6? Because he's still grappled.
It'll be a +3 because one hand got taken out. So there's just like that little bit, like just kind of Vander's in the way kind of thing.
Ah, darn. Okay. I tried.
So it's, yeah. Give me a challenge rating or difficulty 5, challenging. Give me a speed.
Alright, I'm gonna put 2 effort into that because
Okay.
this should not go very wrong. That would be bad.
Famous last words.
2.
I got this
Okay.
idea. 3 minutes later. Well, that was a nice idea, but he's dead now.
And you're trained on speed, so we're gonna have to pay attention to the die on this.
Easy peasy.
Yes!
Lemon squeezy.
Yes!
Hell yeah.
That's a 7. That's very nice, yeah.
So Ian just starts running down these stairs, jumps into exactly what he would have seen in some generic old kung fu movie with like foot straight out to the side, other
mean-
one kind of tucked in.
I'm picturing this almost like somewhere between like WWF has always had like the Bruce Lee kung fu guy at various points in their history. I picture it kind of being like that, where it's just a flying body drop kick, and then just Ian rolls back up and pops back up. Boop, boop, boop.
Yeah, I'm definitely imagining this in slow motion as Ian just sails in towards him. Vander sees this out of the corner of his eyes, turns around. Oh shit!
You're just gonna hear Ric Flair.
Woo! Woo!
I
Yeah.
can't do that in my mic without destroying people's ears.
Thank you. I would say that I would say that's a heavy attack. Sure. There we
It's
go.
a full body blow, yeah. It's
Yeah.
heavy.
Yeah.
fucking enemy.
So yeah, Ian's second turn will be getting up.
All right.
Rusty, you just watched your buddy like judo body kick. I don't even know how to describe
Vanish
this.
into the room.
Yeah.
Just gonna be like,
Oh, I can't even see him where I'm standing. That's awesome.
yeah, you know,
Oh, he only went back 20 feet.
yeah. It's like, oh, he got this. Step down to there and go, oh, there he is, and proceed to fuck him up.
Okay. Throw
Or
another
at least
fire
I-
thing. If you can hit him, you'll. I would say you'll even get a +3 on this because that's probably going to knock the Sark down. So you'll be
Rusty's
catching the Sark
actually
as he's
up,
standing up.
You will
Just be like-
set that Sark on fire.
I don't fuck.
Oh no!
He will set himself on fire.
Now,
Ooh, set the party on fire.
Nate,
There's too many of the party next to him for that.
I'm going to
That's
give
what
you
I
an
mean.
option, Nate. There was an intrusion I was just thinking about, or I can just go on to one of the combat table,
I mean,
but I can't tell
It's
you
the
what each one is. So.
damn it. I was gonna say if the choice is hurt the party or fall off the bridge, I'll take the fall off the bridge because that's what I mean. You thought of one, and that'd be funny. So let's go with that one.
Okay.
The one you just thought of.
Well, I was going to offer it to Vander, but this will work out fine too. So that drop kick that Ian just did, so it knocked back that Sark, and it'll be one of those like a melody you're going to see as this Sark is kind of standing up, and Rusty runs down and gets ready to throw this moat. And as this Sark stands up, Imelda, you're going to notice he's missing an arm. And there'll be that brief moment as like you turn around and you see Rusty like fire moat in hand as this arm is still hanging from Vander. As
Yeah.
the arm essentially leaps over to try to attack Rusty. It's not going to be an attack, but it is going to set this bridge on fire.
Cool.
Rusty, give me a speed defense before we completely set the bridge on fire.
Fuck.
Speed
sure
defense. Speed defense.
You sure you don't want it to be Mike?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Give me speed to your 5. That's not a 5. That is a 2.
That is in fact a 2. This is
So it's gonna be Rusty is in mid wind up with this mote of fire in his hand, getting ready to throw it, as a Trixie sneezes on my foot. And this, so like mid wind up, and you just see like this arm come up and like catch Rusty in the face, and I almost picture like zoom in movies, like Rusty's eyes go, "Whoa!"
yeah.
And then zoom back out
Is
as
it
you get
an
like
alien movie.
you kind of zoom back out, and you get like that World War II thing, like the guy's pulling back the grenade and drops the grenade, hits the bridge. Bridge is going to light up. Or not the bridge, sorry, the stairs. Now they're not completely engulfed in fire, but these are old decrepit stairs, so. And then I imagine like Vander's like Rusty's like "Ah," and throws the arm off into nothing.
Into the fucking. Just get the fuck out of here. Make me throw. Throw. Faster.
Vander, you are no longer grappled in any sense of the word. And the stairs are on fire.
Yeah, this is
The stairs are fire. New game.
Floor is void
there's
and the
lava.
stairs are
So,
nothing is good.
Yeah, the floor is void and the stairs are fire. Good luck.
Well, he can't just let him burn. Like, this is our way out. And actually, I don't think he wants anything more to do with that Sark, come to think of it, because that was fucking nasty. So he's going to start trying to stamp out this fire.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what he's gonna do.
We'll say this is just getting started, so this is probably only like a tier 1, tier 2.
Okay.
Give me a speed. If you can reduce it to a 0, it just automatically counts as you did it. So we'll say this is a tier 1 because this is just getting started.
Cool.
So it'll be one of those like if you have something for it, or if you put effort, then you automatically do it. Oh, yeah, see, so yeah. Vander's able to kind of like and stop. Maybe pour some water on it real quick, kind of thing.
Yeah. Grabs his flask of bourbon. It's like, wait, no.
Oh, wrong liquid.
Wrong water.
Throws his lighter into it.
Yeah, no, fire, water, bad.
We don't fight fire with fire. We don't fight fire with fire.
Yeah. Let's see. For
The worst
his
fight
next
ever.
trick,
It's just a fucking beer stuff. On a
do I have anything I want to use here? Nothing metal. I guess he'll move to. He is going to move to get around to the back of the Sark. And because he's not dangling over a chasm anymore, he is going to attempt a third action.
Okay.
Nope. Come here, you
So it'll be one of those like Vander's like run in, like, "Wah!" and it, like maybe there's like there's still like some ichor and everything from like the Sark standing up, just, "Wah!" and just slides underneath him. Vander is now covered in Sark ichor.
Yeah.
why?
Mr. E, the bridge was on fire, then it wasn't, and then an arm flew past you. Yeah.
Really high stakes Three Stooges skit.
That means probably they're done. So I'm gonna fly up and get onto the stairs. And
It is one of those like you can still see the one inside, but yeah.
oh, I thought it was like under the stairs, so I would not
No.
see the group what is happening.
Oh, I
Is
mean,
that
if it'd be one of those like as you flew up, you'd like, oh, he's still in there. Okay.
All right. I will fly up, and if I don't know how much movement is that,
How high up?
get on the stairs. If I still can do, I will shoot the creature with my crossbow.
Sure, give me an attack roll. Crossbow is I think speed.
It's a nice crit. That's what it is.
Hey, it is. So, let me see. This thing has 2 hit points left, so I'm not gonna bother. You are gonna see where this Sark kind of you hit the Sark and it kind of flies over the top of Vander.
All right, and that moment I'm just gonna be like, can you guys just start playing with the monsters and get it done like this? Come on.
Vander's hands come up and he gives him double birds.
Oh, shit. Wait, if Vander was under the stairs, that means he's the only one that didn't see that jump.
Yeah. But yeah.
Did you see that? Did you fucking see that?
No. I was flying downstairs trying to survive, dealing with the other one.
It's just one of those. See what?
Rusty's just there shaking his hand like, touch me.
Nah.
Vander sits up and he looks and he kind of looks around until his eyes settle on Ian, and he just points at him with both hands. That was fucking awesome. I didn't know you could do that. That ruled.
I didn't know I could do that, but that did rule.
Oh, okay. So I missed something awesome.
Hey,
I jumped off the stairs and kicked one of those things across the fucking room.
He kicked him so hard his arm came off. It stuck to me, but it came off.
then it stuck to me, and then I threw it off.
Okay. I just tackle one to his death, and all right, cool, no problem.
There are now 1.1 Sark corpses down there.
Just imagine the rest at the bottom, just like, okay, there's one. Why is there only a hand? What did they do? What did they do? Monster.
So the next room. You guys are going to enter, now that you got that all done, you're going to kind of come into this next room. And the stone floor in this chamber is covered with these concentric rings. Along the east wall, you can see there's these three little alcoves. Each of them have their own statue. The center statue is shattered. You can kind of see its pieces are scattered across the floor in that middle alcove. I mean, this middle statue is kind of broken up in like these big chunks. So.
Vander's going to pick himself up, and I think at this point he's going to realize that he's got Sarkcuse on him.
Oh.
That is a phrase I never want to hear again.
So by looking at the room or searching and stuff like that, that I see this room is safe. That we're safe in this room.
I mean, define safe.
Not
You're still,
Alright,
in a set of Keflam ruins underneath the city.
All right. Do you want me to do the search and listen to
But-
see if I see something weird?
But looking around, like, you don't see any traps, nothing like that. No. All you see,
Alright.
open room, concentric rings kind of carved into the floor, and 3 alcoves for statues, the middle one's smashed.
Okay. So because this room we feel we're safe.
Mhm.
So are we gonna continue going ahead on to try to hunt this the guy who tried to kill me, or?
Yeah, can I is there such a thing as like an investigation check or whatever?
Sure.
Like if I look at like comparing the various statues, like
So the 2 intact statues are Keflam. The one in the north is wearing this armor. It looks very much like a warrior. This armor has kind of inscriptions pledging him to like the incarnation of death. The
hey, look,
statue in
your
the
buddy, Mr. A.
the one in the south has similar inscriptions, but looks more like a sorcerer, more loose-fitting clothing, a little more robes kind of thing. The central statue is in pieces. But from what little you can pick up, like maybe like the helm is still intact, kind of thing. A female, armored, maybe human.
Real quick, what did Keflam look like? Because I wasn't here last week.
Let me see.
Were they the Anubis people from? Oh, not Anubis.
Yeah.
Yeah,
from,
yeah.
Keflam
Terrible.
soldier. That's a Keflam soldier. Yeah, they're
the
very
Anubis
they're very Anubis jackalhead kind of thing. They have a reverence for death.
Yeah, I figured it was either that or the one that looked like Ra from the front cover of the book.
Welcome to Stargate. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not. The more I think about it, the more I realize this is probably maybe a little bit inspired by SG-1.
Tad, you know.
Moving around the room, would Vander pick up any hint of magic, like around as he's walking over the rings or around the statues?
Give me an intelligence magic check. Or magic
Okay.
training. You got magic training, right?
Yeah, I do.
Hey, give me that.
Oh, that was sat on an 18.
Sat on the
Yeah.
18, rolled to a 2, and it's like, oh, there's a 20. Nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
No.
Would knowledge the strange do anything to help? Like an investigation of the statues or whatever? Or is this really about the local civilization?
This is more local.
Okay.
But I mean, looking around, you can very quickly see there's no other way in here. They were guarding something.
Yeah, like I feel like there must be a way out. Can I just try, I don't know, an intelligence check or something?
Sure.
Real quick. Oh, it's already rolled. Never mind.
Oh, well, it's crappy anyway, so there you go. Okay.
I'd say Imelda, kind of as you're, it's one of those you're sitting there trying to think. It's like, okay, there's no way. There's only one way in. Nobody came out. They were clearly guarding something here. The statue looks recently smashed. Like you're not seeing dust built up on it or anything like that.
Yeah.
Can I search or try to see, listen through the walls
Sure,
if I found some clues?
sure.
Alright, cool.
Yeah,
Give me
maybe,
a
I don't know,
intellect or perception. Listen.
Yeah, like- for a breeze or
Mhm.
Can I
something
use
like
an effort?
Sure.
Oh,
Did you
cool,
say
so I have two?
the-
Let me use
The
one.
remains of the statue still there?
The what?
Did you say the
Yeah.
remains of the smashed statue is still there?
Yeah.
Okay. Does it look like there was an inscription on it? Anyway.
Might have been. I mean, you're seeing
Okay.
a little bit, or you're seeing some engravings here and there.
Anyone got any Gorilla Glue? Saying
Yeah.
Gorilla Glue. Gosh, that was weird.
Mr. E,
I
you're gonna
found-
kind of, you're gonna kind of, it'll be one of those okay, going all the way around the room kind of thing, Mr. E. You're gonna get the sense okay. There, you can tell where there's a door essentially behind this broken statue, but there's no obvious switch. If there's any switch, it might have something to do with the statue.
Alright, I'll let the team know.
I mean, you might be able to force it, but
Hey, Rusty, you're Mr. Mechanical. Can you figure this out?
Can I lockpick it or
there's
tinkering?
there's no lock on it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not like a locked door. It's like think of more like a hidden wall. Like a
Well,
hidden
it
door.
says tinkering, so I don't know if that
Oh.
counts like stuff like that too, like it says devices.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't say necessarily with this one. Not for opening
Okay,
the
cool.
door anyway.
Well, I just let the team know.
Going on Malda's suggestion,
Mhm.
can I see if there's any sort of mechanism in amongst the rubble and ruins of the statue?
Looking at the piles and with everything else you guys know about here, you get the sense that it might be more of the statue might be the key to open this thing. So if anything,
Rusty just starts trying to put the pieces
I was just saying
together.
maybe putting it back together.
Yeah. I wasn't joking about the Gorilla Glue.
No.
That was a serious
what?
question.
Can I try to make ice? Can I try to make ice
Sure,
to glue the pieces back together?
that'll work.
So Rusty's just there, like, holding it together and just turning his eyes away.
Frost, Rusty,
Emma Frost.
Rusty,
Emma
give
Frost
me
and-
give me an intellect task, or give me an intellect check. Putting this puzzle back together. It's a giant 3D jigsaw puzzle.
I have an
Can
edge
I
of
help
2
you?
on that one. I'm going to spend 1 effort just to make sure.
Okay.
Why has it been taking down my intellect when I have an edge of 2?
On what?
My intellect stat's gone down.
Shouldn't it?
Yeah. It's taken 1 for every attack.
Because it doesn't know how to handle the. This is what I was saying earlier before the game started. Your edge is 2, but the counter on the bottom doesn't know that. There's a lack of communication between the sheet and the table, and it's weird. And I don't get it.
I'll set it to 14 because I'm gonna use 1. I'm gonna put effort in.
Okay. Then all you can do is set 1 effort to edge and roll your intellect. Unless you have something for puzzles.
I do not, unless knowledge history counts.
Nope.
Then yeah, just dice roll. Yeah. Fucking needed it.
And you said you put effort into it?
Yeah, I'm just
1 level or
Trying to-
2?
just the 1 level because then it
One
only
level?
takes 1 away from my intellect.
Right. Got it.
Trying to do this quickly. It's just like, can I do it at all?
4. Yeah, it'd be one of those. It'll take you about 20 minutes to get the statue put back together. And difficulty 3
Is it-
task.
This is the weirdest type of welding I've ever done.
Yeah.
Yes, Van.
As they're working,
Mhm.
Vander's just kind of staring at the space behind the statue where the door apparently is.
Mhm.
If this doesn't work, if you can't put it back together, I'm no good at putting stuff back together like that, but I might be able to blow the door up.
Rusty just looks up. Go on. Just holding 2 bits in place while it's freezing, just like, I'm listening.
It depends on if it's made out of one thing or not. I guess, these being the oldie times, probably is, but
If this is the oldie times, most of the time there's a trap or something when you try to force something in a dungeon that we don't know what it is.
I'm not saying you stand in front of it and wait for the thing to blow up in your face, but
Explosions. I'm listening. Keep going.
if we can't put the key back together, I suppose I got a lockpick, a crowbar, really.
Sledgehammer.
A lockpick pulls out power hammer.
It might be a little big. It's definitely, if it's a door, it's bigger than anything I've tried to blow up, but it might work.
Well, we'll find out if we actually get this open.
So,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
when he puts it together, what is the statue?
So here's the cool thing. It'll be one of those like Rusty, you're kind of getting this together, and the melody you're frosting it so it holds in place. And it'll be one of those like you get that last piece, and Rusty will kind of like set the head on, and the instant those surfaces touch, all of that frost that Imelda was using to hold this together shatters out of this thing, and goes everywhere.
Shit!
Ah, fuck.
As it'll be one of those like it kind of turns, and as you look back, you're going to see as all the cracks and breaks in the stone are seaming back together,
Oh,
and the cracks just kind of melt away. This statue is in a single piece.
Well,
the,
isn't that pretty?
Well,
the
damn.
statue is going to
Oh.
animate, just briefly,
oh,
and it's going to turn to Rusty, and it's going to give a slight bow, and then kind of you're going to see as it kind of rotates into one of these side alcoves, and it's going to open the door.
oh!
Well,
Damn.
that's not what I was
Alrighty
expecting.
then, so we don't need to use explosion this time. That's pretty good.
Excellent.
So it's good
Save
to
the
know.
bomb for another time.
Yay! You made it through the secret door.
Yay!
Does that mean we're now in the secret tunnel?
No,
Are you sure about that?
I am reasonably sure. Damn it.
No, but there is a garden back here. It's really weird.
See,
Some people
Oh,
get
there's
it.
multiple doors.
I don't know how many of you guys are coming back here, but there's doors. You got a door to the east,
Okay.
a door to the north, and a door to the south. All are closed.
Well, all the old puzzle books tell me if you're in a maze, and I don't know that this is a maze quite yet, but right is right. So you just keep going right. So I'm going to listen at the door
The south of you guys?
to the south. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Amelda's going to kind of put her ear to this door.
Because I
There's
know she's opening that door. I'm still gonna look the other doors just in case if they open, and I will have my grass bow, whatever, ready.
Yeah.
It's something from the other doors.
Oh, if something comes out of the other doors?
yeah.
So it'll be one of those like, Imelda, you're going to kind of listen. Like, there's no sound, so there's that light push.
Yeah.
And this door does... Well, I already opened it. Fuck it.
Yeah.
You're going to push this door open a bit. And you'll see as it kind of pushes across the dust on the floor. And you're going to see, like, in the floor dust where this door just sweeps across it. And on one side, this room is just full of these large wooden casks. They look like large wine barrels, or ale barrels on the east wall.
Rusty's like,
These things look old. I mean, we're talking centuries.
huh.
are they labeled at all?
Nothing that you're seeing, no.
Can I like jiggle one slightly to see if it sloshes?
It would be one of those, like, if you were to walk up and go, boom, boom. These things sound full.
Is there like a cork or a stopper or something?
There's probably one that's kind of set up with, like, a tap on it. Yeah. A couple of little wooden mugs nearby. Not mugs, but, like, tasting glasses. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I'll tap one.
So, you're gonna...
I'm not going to drink it. I'm just going to.
Imelda will kind of pour this little sample glass.
Vander like goes far away.
No, he's not paying any attention to anything going on in here. He
And
got something else in.
as you're gonna pour this, two things are gonna come to the party. One, maybe this and kind of in the room around this, you can get this as this pours out, it's going to fill the room with this almost smell of, like, when you picture the smell of spring. There's this blend of, like, lavender and cherry, and just it smells tranquil. And Vander is going to get this overwhelming smell of, oh, that's magic.
What did you guys mess with back there? What is that?
Looking at it, what does it look like?
Looks like
Yeah,
wine.
does it look like wine? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big barrel of funky question mark smelling wine.
I mean,
That shit's magic. Be careful with that.
that'd be one of those, like, as you swirl it, like, you can see where, like, it might have, like, they were trying to make, like, a rosé or something, but it's been down here so long. It's a red wine.
Oh.
So I'll bring the glass to Vander and say, can you do anything to identify this?
It's magic booze. I don't know what. And he's not quite making eye contact. Like, he's not looking directly at this. He's looking back in the room where they came from.
What? Are you okay? Are you worried or something?
Of course I'm fucking worried, and everything down here has tried to kill us.
Yeah, but are you looking back or something? Like, did we miss something?
Where'd she go?
Well, that's a very good question.
Ian
Probably-
should have a cup.
Well, we have multiple doors, so probably one of this door, probably she's at one of these rooms.
Yeah. I'm gonna empty
on.
out my
Just a-
flask and pour whatever this liquid is into it and save it
Hmm.
to figure out later.
Did we hear anything from past the Sark? Like the sound of anything shattering, the sound of anything opening?
Like before you guys fought the Sark, or afterwards?
Before, during,
No.
because like afterwards, like we were in there. We didn't see anything opening or closing or anything.
Nope.
Vander's gonna step back out into the room with the concentric circles, and he's gonna try and pick up any hint of magic, like, because if she started flying and if she went invisible, to his mind, there's no way that's natural. That has to be magic. So he's trying to pick up on anything that might be that.
Give me a magic sense.
Okay.
I say because you guys didn't see her activate ciphers or nothing.
Fuck me.
That should be
Four.
motherfucking witchcraft.
Oh, I thought that was a 1. All right, cool.
I mean, we can make it a 1, but
Yes,
no.
I was worried at first.
The only sense you're getting is from that north room. And there is something powerful in that north room.
He's going to start nodding to himself, and he's going to back up into the tunnel, still kind of keeping an eye on the ring room until he's through. I can't find any sign of her, but there's something up north. Big.
Oh, but then,
Big.
so what about the other doors? So you don't feel nothing about the other doors. Should we check the other doors?
Yeah, maybe we should clear out these other spaces and then tackle the north one.
Rusty will say, before we do that, do you want to... I want to find out what that booze does. Because it looks delicious. And it smells fantastic.
I'll try some.
Ian,
Yeah.
oh god.
No, I just put some in a flask to save for testing later, but if you guys want to try it now, that's up to you.
Ian now has a cup.
Testing sounds very good. Waiting for testing sounds great.
He is now filling the cup.
Buddy, come on.
Rusty is not stopping him. Rusty wanted to try it, but if he's going to test it himself, it's just like, yeah.
You turned into a vampire when you came here. What? I don't. Do you know what that might do to you?
Actually,
the
yeah.
sun didn't kill me, and
So-
he's gonna take a sip.
Oh.
Ian, give me a d6 plus 2. Basically, what it is that you're gonna take this first swig, this first draft, whatever. The imbiber can immediately make a free recovery roll that does not count against your recovery rolls per day.
Hey.
Ah, sweet.
D6 plus 2, so you get 7 points back.
That refills my speed to 18, which
Perfect.
I need to use. I need to use effort more. I have way too much speed.
Effort is
Yeah,
very
I
handy.
should
Isn't
remember
it?
to use effort too, because like I have all of my points, so I'm keeping my flask for later and hoping that it stays good.
Sure.
Yeah. Ooh. So, what's it taste like?
Do you feel the change happening?
What's it taste like?
Well, give me a d10. On a scale of 1 to 10, how does this taste to Ian? 10 being high. 8. This is really damn good wine. Like, if
Better
you,
than I can afford.
yeah, I mean, this tastes like, I would say this is probably like $75 bottle.
Nice.
Completely fresh, doesn't taste aged or old or anything.
Yeah, Banner just hears that better than I can afford, and he just kind of squints. And, all right, ballpark that for me. Like, you go in for the boxed wine? Do you go in for like what is that range?
We're talking bottle with a cork, not even a screw top.
Hey, you keep quiet about
Again,
the screw wine.
Let's establish a range here. There's a lot of wine.
I mean, I usually go for yellowtail, but
Oh, God.
We gotta get you out more, buddy.
I mean, this is, I would say for like Ian, this is like the top wine for like Garden Cafe. Or Olive Garden. Sorry, you guys probably aren't used to Garden Cafe. This is like peak Olive Garden, top shelf.
Wow.
To Ian, I guess. Olive Garden is like a
Faux
it's-
Italian.
Yeah, it's a dying chain in the U.S. It's
basically, hey, look how Italian we are.
yeah,
Oh.
how Italian we pretend to be. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The food's fine.
The thing is,
It's
when
like
you're here,
casual
you're
suburban
family.
dining.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think all but like 6 locations in the country have closed down. But
There's one right across the street from my job.
there's one down the block from me that's only open from 3 to 6 p.m.
We have now accounted for 1/3 population of Olive Garden.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Rusty was like, "Can I? Because if that's the good shape, I want some of that."
I mean, if it didn't kill him, I guess it's okay.
I mean, worst case scenario, I'll burn off the alcohol.
Besides having fun drinking, can we check the other rooms and then we can go to whatever sense of danger is out there?
Yeah, we'll go to the next southern room.
Rusty, you said you're drinking some too?
I-
Same thing, you get a free recovery roll.
Yay! Oh no, I've only lost 1 inch. I just wanted to try the booze.
Yeah.
Okay,
Really
so
is just-
being American as hell,
Mhm.
Ian now has his hand crossbow in one hand and a mug of booze in the other.
Peak Merkin. All we're waiting for now is the cut-off shirt and handing the glass off to somebody else. Hey, watch this!
He grows
we
hair
need to-
just to have a mullet.
All we
Why?
need is a baby gender reveal and a forest fire, and we're done.
I can sort out the forest fire.
Andrew just kind of looks at Ian askance as he sees him pull out his crossbow. You can handle your liquor, right, buddy?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Can he
All right.
handle his liquor?
So, the first time a PC drinks an amount of wine equal to 1 glass, you feel unstoppable. You immediately make a free recovery roll that does not count against your recovery rolls per day. Drinking additional wine confers no benefit, but could result in drunkenness, so hey.
He doesn't know that.
Yeah.
He
And it'd be one of
feels
those, like,
great.
the first drink's like, oh, I feel amazing. You take the second glass, like, well, it still tastes
still
really
feel
good.
Still feel great.
And then the third glass, like, ooh, ugh.
Let's get into a fight, the booziest of beat 'em ups.
Uh-huh. So yeah, anybody that's gonna get a drink, or any character that would get a drink of this, you get a free recovery roll. And you
So yeah, we're going south, yeah.
Yeah.
the next
So
one?
what's in that other room? Yeah.
Second.
said, oh,
For the record, Vander is saying aloud that he's following after,
Mhm.
he is going to hang tight around the corner here
Mhm.
and just kind of lie in wait.
And they'll be after a few minutes of everybody being in here sampling the wine. You will see that secret door will slowly kind of close itself. And if you were to go over and check, like you can just push it back open.
Good to
It's
know.
not locking you guys in or nothing.
I'm just gonna stand here just in case. I'll
Okay.
look to the
Yeah.
hallway. The hallway with the magical thing that Vandeler says to make sure. So I always pointing my crossbow to that area just to make sure we're
Mhm.
safe.
This next door, it's it's this larger stone door. You can see where it's got these heavy like reinforced hinges, kind of like very similar to the door you guys just came through. But it'll be one of those like, whoever's gonna go open, you'll go to kind of give it that push, and this door's locked.
Hey, Mr. E, I think we need your skills.
Well, can someone at least look this way? I don't want to like get jumped from the other side. Cause we're concentrating too much people on the other side.
All right.
Nah, everything's fine. Go on ahead. And Vander's saying that, but he's staring directly at Mr. E like, got this, go.
All
yeah,
right.
we're fine. We're fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Uh. So,
You still have
do you want me
lockpicking?
to roll like lock picking or tinkering to see?
Yeah.
All right.
3. This is a difficult lock. You can. It'll be one of those like. At one point, like you almost feel like your picks are gonna break, so you kind of back off a little bit. But
Mhm.
the first go around on this lock pick, it doesn't feel like you can do it. This might be out of your skill. This is a tier 5 lock.
Can I help him in any way?
What was the hero point again? It will
Like a
reroll?
player intrusion, yeah, or a reroll.
I'll prefer to reroll then.
Okay.
Can I use the effort on this too? The last effort?
Oh,
Alright.
yeah, your effort. You can apply your effort as many times as you want. It's not like a fixed pool.
Oh, I thought it was. So
No.
so it adds 2 then to the.
You
to the effort.
can apply up to 2 levels of effort, but every
Got it.
every extra level costs stat.
I'm lost in the part.
So if you want to apply effort, first it's going to cost you 3 points to add 3. If you want to add 2 levels of effort, every extra level costs an additional 2 points. So first
So
level's
again,
3,
whatever
second level's
skill-
5.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like so if your lock picking is like an intellect skill, it'll delete intellect points. Well, not
Mhm.
delete them, but
It'll use them, yeah.
Okay. Oh, so it will use 2 intellect points then.
hmm
Okay, got it.
No,
got it.
well, for
Got
you, it would use if you. How many levels of effort you want to use? 1 or 2?
2.
It'll use 5 points of intellect. Oh, and you've got your luck pool, so you could reduce it. You could reduce it down to 2 points.
So I will probably will do that then.
Let's do that then. Okay. Put in 2 levels in your effort, and whatever it spits out, we'll just reduce your intellect down to 4.
Cool. Wow. All right.
It's
Well, it's a
still
good
a
thing you did
very difficult lock. Yeah, it's one of those like, it's much better. Like you can feel it almost there, but it's almost like there's something else like stopping you from getting this lock undone.
Can I take a player intrusion to have him succeed? Like I don't know how that works. Like
Okay. Because you're both earning your hero points. Sure.
yeah.
Yeah, if you're both wanting to burn it. Okay.
Yeah, and I haven't spent any effort or anything today, so I could do that.
So Mr. E's gonna be able to get this door unlocked. It'll be one of those. So Mr. E's gonna try to get this unlocked, and you're gonna feel like there's something physically blocking you from opening this. So it'll be one of those. Imelda will kind of get down and kind of frost over the lock a little bit, and like maybe jam like a screwdriver or something in there, and you're gonna hear as almost like a pin or something inside it frosts and shatters, and Mr. E, as you go back, you'll be able to click, get it unlocked.
And voila,
And
door's open. So I
door is unlocked. Sorry, I keep opening it. Door is unlocked.
all right, cool. I move away from it. All right, the door's ready. Whoever wants to enter first.
Ah, fuck it. Unlocked it. Door is unlocked. Yeah. So Mr. E, you're gonna get this door unlocked and kind of give it a little bit of a shoulder push, and it'll kind of drag across the floor. And you're gonna see just outside of that dust range from the door, there's this barbed spike, essentially. It looks like whatever it was that Imelda did or knocked out, there was essentially a trap on the other side of this lock.
Oh, Jesus.
If you had done too badly, you might have gotten hit by the spike.
Alrighty then.
Okay.
But the room beyond the stone door looks a lot like the room that you guys are in. Serves as a storage chamber. You can see there's barrels on one side. Hundreds of smaller casks, almost like pony kegs, kind of stored in here. Most of the casks and such are smashed and broken. But there's probably a dozen or so that are still intact.
Rusty just looks into the room and a single tear drips down his face at the sight of the broken casks. This stuff was so good.
It's the same type of stuff that we found, right?
Smaller containers. I mean, it's a similar setup.
Yeah, I will take.
Maybe we
I will
should take one.
a bottle. Yeah.
I mean, these are. Think of these. Well, I said pony kegs, but think of these. Bigger than a bottle. But these are like large containers.
A Magnum or something, like a double bottle.
Yeah. If you went to like the liquor store, these are like the amount of wine you would get in like a case.
Okay.
Found this life.
But in a single container.
Yeah, that's fine. I just want to take one of them just to have some in my inventory.
Yeah. Rusty calls dibs.
If you come in and kind of like start looking around, most of the containers that are actually intact are empty.
Oh.
You're gonna find.
Wait, they're just
one.
empty, yeah?
Oh no!
You're gonna find one still intact. That like still has something in it.
Are any of the others still intact, just empty?
Yeah, there's probably about another 10 or so that are intact, just empty.
Rusty's just going to drag one of those over to the big barrel. Start filling up.
Okay.
Ideally find a cork as well.
Where
This is
Vander
like
is
I'm
sat,
taking this with me.
where Vander is sat at the corner, he's looking up the passageway.
Mhm.
Does he see any of the doors open?
Nope.
Okay.
If Vander were to spend even like half a second looking over like these larger kegs, the magic seems to be on the keg itself, not necessarily on the wine. So loading up the smaller kegs probably won't do very much. It's good wine though.
Yeah, but it's not
Well,
magic.
True.
I'm just gonna keep my flask as a memento.
Well, I was thinking to drink right now so I can recover then, because my intelligence is low.
Which are you drinking out of, Mr. E? Are you gonna try this new keg that you just grabbed, or are you gonna try the bigger keg?
The effect comes from the bigger one, so
The effect on the bigger one is a free recovery roll, for sure.
Yeah, the other
Yeah.
one looks the same, but we're not sure.
It's similar construction on the kegs.
Yeah,
Looks
maybe
like they're
how
probably
many
made
barrels-
around the same time.
do we
So-
know if it meets magic?
For clarification, in room 7, how
Mhm.
many big kegs are there?
On the one wall, I'd say there's probably 2 or 3 large kegs. I mean, we're talking like these big 50, 100-gallon kegs.
Okay. And
Monsters
we know
kegs.
the one that was tapped
Mhm.
smells like spring,
Mhm.
has a magical effect on it.
Mhm.
We don't know what the other two do.
If Vander were to check, it's the bigger kegs in this room all do pretty much the same thing. It's just that there's one keg that was there and already tapped and everything.
So can he check the small one? Can you check the small one to see? Before I drink something?
You'd have to uncork it. It is magic.
I can't tell shit. If you're gonna do something, do something.
Alright, I'm gonna drink the new one that we found. Woohoo! Let's go!
Give me well, here, I'll do it. I'll do this one. Because I got a table
alright,
of possible things
alright.
this could be. Because I don't even know what this one does.
Okay. Interesting.
9. So, Mr. E is going to say, okay, that one heals me. He's going to take the small one, kind of pull the cork out. And it's going to have this strong, almost strawberry smell to the liquid.
Okay.
And you kind of get a glass and take a swig of this strawberry wine. There's
Mhm.
no effect. I mean, it gives you a good buzz. Tastes pretty good. If you like
No
strawberries.
effect?
No.
Oh, then I will drink the other one then to have the recovery.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a recovery roll. Hey! 8. Do you want to put that all in intellect?
Yeah.
7 and 1, whatever.
Oh.
If you would have rolled any lower, it would have been bad. If you'd have rolled considerably higher, it could have been really good. The range on that new cask is it either explodes and
Oh.
deals 5 points of fire and shrapnel. It's a level 5 poison if consumed. It does nothing.
Oh, God.
Or it gives you +1 or +2 to all edges for an hour. At all
Wow.
levels. Yeah.
That would have been shiny.
Uh-huh. Unfortunately, you rolled a 9, so, you know.
That's
Well,
Yeah,
I rolled a
but
9.
All
Yeah.
things considered, not bad.
Yeah.
So,
I think so that's better than weird effects that happening to me.
better than a kick in the teeth.
better than getting thrown off a bridge. Yep.
Vander is going to roll recovery dice while he's keeping watch, but he's not drinking anything. So
Oh, so Vander's gonna do a normal recovery.
Weird.
3! Not much. But something.
okay, every little bit.
Mm-hmm. This north door. And those still.
Destroy and open.
As you guys get up to this north door, you can see like where it looks like it's been recently forced open. Dust is kind of scattered away. You can see like on the edge where it would latch into the wall is kind of marred. And as you get closer to it, it's muffled through this big heavy door, or this big heavy stone door. But you can just make out sound of some kind of activity on the other side. And getting up to the door, you can see kind of inscribed into the door in big capital letters. Do not enter. No highly esteemed deed is commemorated here. Nothing valued is here. What is here is dangerous and repulsive. This message is a warning about danger. The danger is to your body, your mind, and your soul. Do not enter.
Slightly ominous.
Hmm. Well,
Stepping up to the door to read it.
And this would be
Vander's-
written in whatever is the equivalent of like a common language. Yeah.
Yeah. Vander's gonna put his ear to the door, see if he can make out anything about the sound coming from there.
Mhm.
Can he get any kind of detail on it?
Give me an intellect check or like a perception.
Okay.
Can you make out what it is?
Let's apply some effort there. Double check. That just restores points. It doesn't add anything. Okay. All right. Intellect. Here we go. Whoops. I don't know why I double clicked that.
7. Okay.
Ooh.
Nice roll. 21.
yeah.
You're gonna hear on the other side of this thing. There's a man, masculine sounding voice. It sounds like he's conducting some kind of ritual. You're not sure what language it is. It's not common. And from the sounds of it, Yep. It sounds like he's towards the end of a ritual. And even almost one of those, like, as you're kind of listening to it, you can kind of feel on the door itself, feels almost warm to the touch. To be clear, so far the doors you guys have seen are like 3-4 inches thick, solid stone.
Does the door seem like it's locked?
Looks like it was recently kicked open.
Kicked open.
So, I mean, if it was locked, it's not anymore.
Okay, yeah. Vendor looks back at the others, and it's not quite a whisper, it's more of like a stage whisper, like that hoarse voice. Somebody's chanting over there. It sounds like they're about to finish something. I think we gotta stop this.
I want to use Overwatch, which is basically. Oh, where I pulled it up.
Like a ready to action?
Yeah, basically, next viable target to enter the area. Negate any benefit target would have from cover, position, surprise, range, illumination, visibility, and you deal 1 additional point of damage if it hits.
Ooh.
Nice.
Okay.
That uses a speed, but I have edge and speed, so free. Wait, that's
Uses
intelligence.
intellect.
So I still have an edge in that.
Yeah. Okay.
So free. So he just kind of, mug still in his left hand, just has his right hand pointed out with a crossbow, ready to go. And just like, all right, I'll shoot.
Yeah, I imagine
Whatever the hell I
Ian
see.
like the SWAT signs. You know, like the fingers to his eyes and the whole thing.
That didn't mean anything to me. Let's go.
I was waiting for that. Yeah.
But yeah, assuming nobody else has any objections to this,
Yeah, let's go.
Vander is going to haul the door open, and as soon as there's room for him to move, he is going to charge in wherever he can see somebody, and if he can, he is going to attempt an ability.
Okay.
He's going to try and get within melee range and try and erase this person's memories.
Cool.
So, as you first go into this room, oh, there's supposed to be more of those guys. Sorry.
Bummer.
I forgot. I had this toned up down.
And just because it was turned down doesn't mean you have to like turn it up.
There we go. Okay. Okay. This chamber is brilliantly lit by a globe of fire. Like, just there's a fireball hanging, unsupported from the ceiling, or near the ceiling, like a little mini sun.
I vibe with it.
As you first come in, you notice there's a statue of a Kephalem standing at either corner, or on corners opposite either side of you. Opposite the door on the far wall is an altar made of black stone, kind of up on this dais. You can kind of make out there's this scroll case glowing a soft red, of dimly glowing red iron. And in a place kind of set up right in front of the altar is this human man. Looks like he's in the midst of a ritual. And 4 Sark are standing in the room watching this ritual unfold.
Mm-hmm.
Do we recognize this man?
I would say you've probably seen him from behind. But you can kind of see... let me see here. From behind, he's got kind of this... He's got these kind of loose-fitting blue robes on, and this almost golden headpiece, or almost like a helmet, a skull cap almost.
Oh, do I recognize that from my vision? Yes, I do.
But you're seeing him from behind, so...
Okay, but the helmet is fairly distinctive. So.
Yeah.
I don't know. Could be any man in blue robes and a golden hat.
Yeah.
I would also say this has also been like... Oh, well, no, because you guys took a rest before you came down here. So this has been a day and a half since you saw the picture, or saw the painting in
Yeah.
Tom Mallard's house. Yeah.
Okay.
So I said the things I said.
Yep.
And that is what I am going to attempt to follow through on.
Okay.
So unless something stops him, Vander is going to run up to this figure, reach out and touch him, and try and erase his memories.
But does he have faith?
No.
Can't touch faith. Reach out and touch faith. Never mind.
Ah.
So he's gonna apply maximum effort to this.
You're gonna also do so with go ahead. Never mind. Go ahead.
All right. Let's see. Here we go. Please God. I'm gonna use my hero point to reroll that.
Okay.
I need this because he's gonna die and I want him to accomplish something.
Okay.
Does the hero point reroll take stat points if I apply effort, or
It would just be like the roll never happened.
okay?
Like the first
So-
roll never happened.
Oh Jesus, that took 7 points.
Yeah. You figure. Should have been 5 points. For whatever
Okay.
reason, it didn't.
Yeah,
take you.
Because I had 11.
3 for your stat, or 3 for the skill, 3 for the first, 2 for the second, -2 for the edge. Yeah, it'll take 5 points.
Okay.
Yes, Derek.
Well, I only have.
Uh,
I think I had
Not
11
much
before,
longer,
but I
we'll be
only have
wrapping
one
up.
head
Mhm.
In intellect.
getting ready to leave. What's that?
Okay.
Your call, dear.
All right. So
Maybe
put
another
that in the effort
15,
there.
20 minutes.
Really?
Yep.
Then yeah.
Okay.
All right. Big money, no whammies.
We're looking for a 6. That
Oh yes.
is 7.
You get a 7.
You were doing
So-
erase memories?
Yes. On a success, I erase up to the last 5 minutes of its memory. And I'm going for the full 5.
Okay.
I want to disrupt this ritual as much as I possibly can.
You slap him, and immediately it's, what the fuck am I doing here?
What was that again?
You know what
I mean-
sucks? 2 questions. 1. How long would you guys say you took down in like room 7 and 8? About 5-10 minutes?
Yeah.
Maybe
Something
15,
like
something like that? Getting,
Yeah.
getting a drink? Okay. Anything else here? No? Okay. Then heading up? So Vander's gonna run up and just I almost picture I want to like just picture him running up and slapping the guy across the back of the head as he loses his memory for 5 minutes.
Yeah. Knock the skull cap off or whatever, yeah.
Yeah. And it's gonna run up and ting 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 ting, and
Yeah, it's like
you're gonna see as
Nana
this guy.
coming in, and bam! What do you think you're doing?
Your mother
he's-
never teach you better.
He's gonna stop for a second and kind of look around for a moment and reach over and pick up this helm and put this helm back on. Oh, excuse me.
And burp.
Yeah, right. He's gonna look back to to Vander, really. Where'd it go?
Oh yeah. Already forgot about Overwatch.
Yeah, well, because you said you were waiting to see if anybody did
Oh, yeah.
something like hostile, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I was thinking, but didn't specify that. Just the door opens, pop. Oh shit, you're doing something.
He's going to stop, put this helm back on. Oh, the agents. You finally made it here. Good. And he seems none concerned whatsoever that you've hit him. Where was I? Oh, variation 3. That's right. I am very glad that you have arrived. All of you. And he'll kind of look past Vander. How's the wine?
All right, fuck.
Ian raises the mug that he's still holding.
Does Ian fire now? Or is it just like, he's not hostile. I don't know. Swig.
Just stare him in the eye while slowly taking a sip.
And you're gonna see, Vander's gonna see, like, now that he's in the room, he's like, oh shit, there's more of those Sark guys. And this guy's going to just, calm. It's fine. Pardon me. I'm Takmal. Well,
Bless you.
you're from Earth, right? The estate?
Vander's not moving a muscle. He sees the Stark now, and he's realizing that he is in a bad place.
I'm in danger. Rusty will say, aye. What of it?
You probably, well, if you are here, hopefully you didn't destroy my house too badly.
I will be honest. I was in my own little world of thought. Just look to the other members of the party.
And Imelda will come forward Um,
Yes, please help.
and
Yeah,
I'm going-
Vander is thinking as hard as he can at the rest of you. Anytime you guys want to get in here,
Um,
that'd be great.
yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm going to use demeanor of command. You project confidence, knowledge, and charisma to all who see you for the next hour. Your demeanor is such, blah, blah, blah. When you speak, strangers who are not already attacking give you at least a round to have your say. If speaking to a group, you can attempt to have them produce their leader, and we already, yeah. And then I get a free level of effort applied to persuasion that I attempt during this period. So, so I'll just walk in and say, "How about you tell us what the hell you're doing and why the woman we thought was an estate agent attacked us on the way here?"
Oh, Renus. She works with me.
Yeah,
For
big
me,
surprise.
perhaps?
She's in this room. I mean, when I go in, she's in that room.
No.
Oh, there's a lot of people here.
Good,
There's a lot of people here.
good.
Yeah, so what exactly is your business with the estate?
Wait. So the guy who tried to call the rope is here?
That was Renus. She flew off and went invisible.
She flew off. We don't know where she is right now. She's the one that Vander was keeping an eye out for, I think.
Mhm.
Yeah. But this is the master.
Oh, that's fine. I just want to know if she was here because I was gonna shoot him no matter what.
Nope. Not here.
All right, cool.
Well, I don't have any business with the estate.
Well, let me say it this way. Your business with Earth. What exactly are you planning to do here and there, I'm guessing?
You haven't figured it out, have you?
Oh, please, educate us. And she'll just sort of like give that like rolling wrist hand gesture like, "Oh, great one, please enlighten us."
What brought you here?
It's our job.
Yes, but your task specifically.
Fucked up dog, wasn't it?
It was originally to investigate the behavior of a young man who seemed to be bringing unusual artifacts back and forth
Yes.
in an unregulated way.
A one, Tom Mallard, yes?
Mm-hmm.
And the master's going to bow.
Oh, what a surprise. Ugh, I never imagined. And she's just gonna roll her eyes.
Well, I'm glad to see not all of the agents at the estate are as clueless as I thought.
Who you again?
He's the one, the dipshit we're supposed to be bugging the night, the place that we went to. You remember?
He is Tom Mallard.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
is Tom Mallard, yeah.
Oh.
Dumb and Dumber, as I believe I called him.
I'll offer
Oh,
you
yes,
this.
Mr. Duck. I remember you.
I'll offer you one question. Since you seem to actually be intelligent.
Questionable.
I like that he's complimenting you. You're like, are we really?
Rusty knows who he is.
Yeah, and Imelda just doesn't, like, she knows that this is, villain 101.
Hmm.
Like, oh, I'm intelligent, so I'll give you a thing. It's like, yeah, no, I'm manipulating you. See, that's how that works.
He's gonna
Um,
step aside from this altar and just kind of motion to this kind of roll up red iron scroll.
yeah, so
These,
so here's my question.
Mhm.
What are you hoping to accomplish?
well, this is a Gospel of Lotan. Or one of them. There's the 7, I believe, at least that are known of. I've been trying for some time to not only find them, but collect them. Found this one, unfortunately. Removing it from the altar in this chamber kills anybody involved.
Well, that would seem to be a little difficult for you then, isn't it?
Before your friend here, and he'll kind of motion to Vander, interrupted me, I was working out some variations. I'm assuming you were hoping to interrupt me? Looking to Vander. I assure you, I finished hours ago. The Keflon language is difficult. There's many variations, turns of phrases that get lost in translation sometimes. I was trying a few variations off of the original ritual that I had found. Before I was interrupted, I was about to test it. And he's going to kind of put his hand over on the altar. Shall we?
Can I use babble?
Mhm.
So if he starts to speak, after hearing a language spoken for a few minutes, I can speak it and make myself understood. But of course, I don't have magic. But I want to do something to essentially to do what Vander was doing, to screw with his ability to actually do this ritual by, like, you know what? I'm going to try the super childish, like, where you start saying something like a second after someone else says it.
Mm-hmm. And to
Like,
be clear,
just to screw with them.
right. To be clear, he just said, like, yeah, no, he's already done with the ritual.
Yeah. Oh, so what is he actually?
He's
He's
just trying
about to reach out and pick the thing up.
Yeah.
During his monologue, have I gotten any sense that he is lying to us or concealing something?
None. Not only is he being honest with you, like, he's telling you stuff you wouldn't have expected to. Like, if he's supposed to be the bad guy. Like, like, he's very much going for, like, movie villain. Like, it's like, yeah, no, he's just telling you his plan.
Okay.
It's either because he's incompetent, or he is that certain of himself.
There's something in the altar? A person or something?
On top of the altar, there's like this kind of rolled up red iron scroll.
Is it red because it's hot,
It's warm.
or is it made out of iron, which is colored red?
A bit of both. The scroll case seems to be almost glowing slightly red, but it is a little warmer in here. There's kind of that mini sun at the top that's giving off quite a bit of heat too.
So when he asks, "Shall we?" Vander is gonna. He's not gonna reach out to him,
Mhm.
but as soon as he hears "shall we," then just whoa, 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 hold up.
And he'll stop.
There's some things that don't add up here.
Hmm.
And naval laughter.
Not mine. Not
I know.
mine.
My bad was my roommate
It's
in the
alright.
background.
It's just like there's something that doesn't add up here.
Yeah, where the hell did that come from?
Sure, you. I already have enough buyers lined up. The estate's willing, or if the estate is willing, they can get in line as well.
So you don't want to use this. You just want to pawn it off.
What do you know of the Gospels of Lotan?
Plenty. What do you know?
And he's going to just kind of he's going to give Vanda that look, just like, "Oh, you sweet child." The Gospels of Lotan are something of an origin. Think of it as like the Book of Genesis. I believe I could likely extract a quantum code responsible for the creation of art. It's something of an anomalous recursion. It's not an anchor world as Earth is, but it's not quite a full separate place. Or it's not quite a sliver recursion as so many are. It could be incredibly valuable to upgrade a recursion, as it were.
What would that mean?
Permanence. People, creatures, sentient beings from other slivers. Their memories are created at the creation of their world. They don't come in with... They come into existence with history and memory, however artificial it may be. But due to the nature of slivers, they are gone just as fast, in the blink of an eye. The death of an author, the loss of an idea, a game that ends. If you could give that world permanence, how much would that be worth?
Question, hypothetically. Does that affect all realms or just shards?
Every recursion is different. Some have more permanence than others.
That's not what I'm getting at. I'm assuming what can be used to create can also destroy. Am I right?
If it's what if my theories are correct, it would take place, or depending how the recursions are balanced, with Earth as an anchor point. Earth is not a recursion. Our Earth. It is a world unto itself. It creates recursions. There have been a few that have elevated themselves. Arden for one. Rook for another. But
You've no answered my question. Could it be used to destroy worlds as well as create and make one permanent?
remove permanence from one? I don't believe
Remove
so.
that or just change it? it's arguable that people on this recursion have sentience, their own lives.
Oh, several of them
change
are
it,
here,
you'd
yes.
You'd be playing with life. You wouldn't just be creating, you'd have the power to edit and change someone's life, potentially even enslave them. And you want to just sell that to the highest bidder?
Oh, you're thinking about it wrong. It's
I'm
not.
thinking about it critically.
It's not about changing the world. It's removing its finality. Removing death on a cosmic scale, not on a individual or local one. The people in that recursion would still live their lives as they'd always known. With no outside editing, they would just... they would not cease to be.
In the time they've been talking, can I do like a search to look if there's something that I can shoot that will destroy, like the ritual or the whatever here?
Sure. Give it like an intellect perception.
Alright, cool.
Not seeing much. I mean, there is a giant mini sun at the top of the ceiling. There's also 2 golems that look ready to animate at any moment. Vander, you're closest, and I guess Ian as well. Ian, do you still have your crossbow at the ready?
Yes, and at this point, I think out of just nerve, because he's been listening to a monologue for a while, and that's a lot of waiting. He's already taking like another swig, but he is just kind of looking around, pointing his crossbow around the room.
Well, that's where I was going to say, is Ian, Vander, I would say Ian and Vander. Vander because you're closest. Ian because you've got your crossbow already at the ready. Either one of you can make, I would say, a speed attack with like a -3. Because Takmal is tired of talking too. He's going to make a swipe for this scroll.
Alrighty. So
So
speed
either
roll
one of you, I would say it's going to be like a speed thing. You'd have to outdo his speed.
Spander, grab the scroll.
Yeah, and that'd be one of those like Ian. I imagine like Ian's just going to shoot him, seeing him suddenly jump. Vander kind of like, oh shit, and try to dive into it.
Yeah,
Like
'cause it's
reaction.
Overwatch. Would I ignore the penalty? Let's see, what is it?
Sure.
From cover position surprise.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
This is going to be a tier 5.
Alright. And let's see, I'm gonna apply effort to an attack, right?
Mhm.
Alright.
You want to? I'm assuming you want to apply it to the attack, not the damage. So, okay.
Yeah. So 1 effort to the attack, and that's my pistol.
And
Oh,
So it's going to go what? Pew!
that was close.
Nice. 2 effort, 1 edge. I need to give you back 1 effort. Yeah, 1 better. Yeah, for whatever reason, it doesn't. Oh no, yeah, you had. I think you're doing something else. Okay. So he's going to reach in to grab this scroll, and Vander is going to essentially beat him to the scroll. Do you want to grab this scroll essentially off of it, out of his reach, or are you grabbing for him, or what?
when he sees Talkmal go for the scroll, Vander is not even thinking. He's just gonna grab the scroll and try and back off with it.
Perfect. Same result I was hoping for. These golems are going to animate.
Of course they are.
Uh-oh.
They are there to prevent anybody from removing the scroll from the altar. Talkmal is going to look to Vander, and look to the golems, and to his Sark. Well, fine. I'll have it later. And he's going to activate a portal cipher and disappear. Whoop.
the audible sass in that. Just I'll have it later.
And I think that's a good spot to stop because we're gonna start next time with combat. Either combat and or running.
Fuck.
I'm guessing running. Four Tark and 2 golems. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Hold on.
Okay. So the way